Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to PCG Live. It's your boys introducing one of our hosts, Dr. Eggplant. What's going on, Dr. Eggplant?
What's up, my dude? What's up, Mr. Showtime?
Hey, nothing much, man. Living the dream. Living the dream. Get to do a web show every Thursday, so I can't complain.
Well, we didn't do it last Thursday, so we got
Oh,
lots to talk about.
we did not do last Thursday. So many things going on for so many people, so we weren't able
Yes.
to get into it. But
Agreed.
all right. Sound check, we sound fantastic. So just wanted to make sure we were going on right in the stream. I always have my phone up and listening to my audio sound. So got to make sure for the people we are good.
I agree.
So we got a lot of stuff to get into today.
Oh, yeah.
So we're not
Oh,
even going to, do the pleasantries. We're going to kind of just get right into it.
Beautiful. Sounds good to me. I was thinking about something. I was thinking about something because I told you I needed to bring up a certain clock, but I'm going to wait till Andre gets here to do that.
Yeah, because he does the nice drum roll. So let me pull up this news article while we're doing this.
News article.
So I'll pull up Polygon. Polygon's okay. Starting in the news, right? We'll start right in the news today. Actually, before we get into the news, I want to do a little something. I want to advertise something real quick.
I do like a little something.
Battle for the East is a tournament in New Jersey, October 4th through the 6th. They have tons of games. Street Fighter. What's going on, Super John? I got to be on one of these at some point now that I'm back in close. Yes, you do, John. We'll get you in here, and you can chit-chat with us. Maybe next week. Maybe next week's fitting since Kyle will be away at PAX.
Oh, that's right. I will not be here.
So we'll talk, Super John. We'll talk. So talk more about this little thing called Battle for the East. Battle for the East is in New Jersey and is like a $25,000 pot bonus. And I think the pot bonus is total. So I think it's $25,000 total in all the games. You have Ultimate, you have Dragon Ball Fighters, you have MK11, you have Marvel vs. Capcom, you got Fortnite, and there's a few more. PCG will be there. We will be running Jackbox games. We'll be running a bunch of things. Maybe Dr. Eggplant will be able to get some time off and come join us down there. So, with all the time off that he takes from work, that they just absolutely love seeing him do.
Yeah, I know, right? That's a whole lot of time off I'm taking, that's for sure.
But it's going to be a good time. Right now, if you choose to sign up for the Competitor's Pass, use code PLATINUM, and you will pay only $30. This tournament right now is $65.
Did you say only $30?
Only $30.
That's a bargain.
So the venue fee is $60. I think it might even be $65. But if you use the code name Platinum, code word Platinum, you only pay $30, and that is like the super early reg numbers. The thing is, this is limited. This is for a limited time. We're only accepting 30 codes. Only 30. So if you're going to come down from New England, we want a New England takeover. We want all the best New England players from Street Fighter, from Dragon Ball, from Ultimate to come down and just take over. We want to win down there. I mean, we have the third best player in the world. Tweaks, I think, from New Jersey too. So he's number 2. So Mars, we gotta go down there, bro. You gotta go down there, bro.
Do it.
Go take him out in his own house, man. I love seeing Tweak and Mars, man. To me, like that's like the rival of Smash Balls, man. Like I love seeing those two play.
Nice.
So, anywho, check them out. Battle for the East. If you're just going down there just to go down there, not even compete, it's going to be a great time. Like I said, we're going to be down there. We're going to have a bunch of setups. We're going to be playing games and representing the Massachusetts area, New England area. So it's going to be fantastic. It's at the Showboat in Atlantic City. So good times.
Agreed.
Good times. So other than that, let's get right into the news, shall we?
Hell yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's get into it. Let me pull up my news folder. We begin with the news. We have a sequel, another sequel to Saints Row. So we're talking Saints Row 5. an actual sequel. Because
Yes.
last time we had a sequel, it was Gat Out of Hell. Was the last Saint Rose we had. Because it was Saints Row, right? And then oh yeah, see it was 4, and then Gat Out of Hell. So yep. So it was 4. Because Saints Row 3, man, oh, I was so addicted to that game. That was what brought me in the franchise. 1 and 2 were so bad. So bad. Then they came out with 3, and I absolutely loved 3.
All right. So fun fact: I've yet to play one.
It might be too late.
Ah, darn it.
It might be too late for you to play.
Ah, darn
It
it.
depends. It depends. The game is super fun. It's out of this world. So it was what Grand Theft Auto was as far as what it provided in the open world, but it just no one knew what the game was going to be like, and then all of a sudden they hit you in the mouth with like, "Hey, you're gonna jump out of an airplane and fly through another aircraft, and then hop into a tank while still falling in the air and shoot the airplane, and then jump out of that tank because the tank doesn't have bullets and go into a car, and then you're gonna land in the car on the ground and everything's okay."
I know. I know. Listen, the one thing I do know about St. Rose is that it's very over the top.
Yeah, it's
Very over the top.
but what's funny about it, right, is as over the top as it is, they make it so much like so fun. Like they started off like it's a real thing, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, at the end of Saints Row the Third, you become like a superhero, like you have a superpower, and that's how like
It's really
it's
funny.
yeah, it's great. So, me too, John. Like I said, I started with the third. I tried first 1 and 2, and they were GTA ripoffs, and they were just so bad at it. So, and then the third one, they were just like, you know what, we got to go crazy with this, and they ended up making them so good, so good. So, THQ Nordic had more than just a new Saints Row to announce today. The publisher also strongly hinted that a new Time Splitter game is in development, and that the series co-creator Steve Alice has joined THC Nordic to help plot the future course of this franchise. THQ Nordic acquired the rights to Time Splitter in 2008 from developer Cytec. So, in addition, THQ Nordic also announced Dam Buster Studios, the studio that developed Homefront, The Revolution, is now in charge of the Dead Island franchise. Really? So I wonder what that does, because they're in the middle. That's like almost done with production, isn't it?
Which one?
Dead Island 2? I thought they were in the
No,
final
no, 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 no,
phase.
no, no, no. They're on their like third new developer.
Mm.
At least that's the last thing I heard, which is actually I think it's one of the topics, right? Or
Uh,
was one of the topics.
Super John, I just want to say, no, you're not the president in the third one. You're the president in the fourth one, my good man. Andre's not even here, and he's already spitting false facts in the chat. You are president in the fourth one.
Are you serious?
You become president at the end of the third one.
El Presidente.
And then you are the president in the fourth one. Spoiler alert. Super John says, jumping out of the helicopter onto a skyscraper rooftop while shooting baddies as the song Power from Kanye plays is an awesome moment. It is not an awesome moment, Super John. It is the best moment in all of Saints Row. Like, that was the hypest part, and I love that song only because of that scene. It was Vice City all over again. When you got your first mansion.
I forgot to do something.
Uh-oh. Oh, the green screen. Oh, come on. I seen Pops out there waving. I like that.
Too late. Sorry.
I liked it.
Nope. He's out.
So, so they acquired those guys for Dead Island 2. Galaxy on Fire developer Fish Labs is working on a new interactual property. So they're working on something new. And then last but not least, THQ Nordic also has acquired racing game developer Milestone, the Italian studio behind the Ride, MotoGP, and MXGP series. Developer Gunfire Games, the studio behind Darksiders 3, and Goodbye Kansas Game Invest, which gives THQ Nordic a portfolio of minority investments in 5 early-stage development studios. Palindrome, Interactive, Fall Damage, Neon Giant, Cavalry and Frame Bunker, as well as royalty rights to THQ Nordic's upcoming game Biomutant. So THQ Nordic is got a lot of stuff going on up their sleeve.
They might transform from THQ Nordic back to THQ soon enough.
Hmm.
That's crazy. They have been on fire.
Yeah, they have.
Like the last couple years,
I think.
especially with like Biomutant about to come out.
Yeah, I think doing the next series for Saints Row is probably one of the best ideas they can do. Save it for next gen.
Couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah, save it for next gen. I think it's about time.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, at this point, if it's not in if a game ain't in development yet and it's just rumored to be in development, that game ain't coming out.
Yeah, that's coming out for a while.
This gen's coming out next gen.
Yeah, that game's coming out. Sometimes though, when they say that, it's already in development most of the time. Because like Hiroshima, this whole whatchamacallit.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, like that was in development, and then all of a sudden the game's out. Like, what the hell?
No, Ghost of Tsushima.
No, not out. No,
maybe it's a different game.
No, I'm talking about fucking.
You talking about Death Stranding?
Death Stranding, yeah. I don't know why.
Oh, freaking Death Stranding. Oh,
yeah,
boy.
Death
We're gonna talk about that after.
Yeah, but like that was an early. Like they were like, oh yeah, no, this game's long out, and then all of a sudden, like a couple years later, we're like, oh yeah, the game's coming out. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was a short wait, but that's how we like it. That's how we like it around these parts. So.
It felt like forever.
Yeah. No, it did. It did. I'm not gonna lie. All right, on to the next subject.
Next subject.
What is that little bad boy? I'll let you say this one, even though this is my favorite system and you never fucking played it.
I mean, I do have the classic version of it. Yeah. I'm just saying. And then I played all the other games on like the Wii, the Wii U. So, I mean, I did play them. So, anyway. So apparently there is an FCC filing that may have revealed a wireless SNES controller for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I'm not talking about those third brand ones that you can currently get now. We're talking first-party Nintendo SNES version.
And what, pray tell, does this all mean, Mr.
Well,
Dr.
since you asked, so a while ago, I think I had brought this up to Andre and Van, that somebody pointed out on the Switch main menu that there was like a lineup of controllers that were like displayed on the menu. And one of them just happened to be an SNES controller. Now, at the time, everybody was like, oh, you know, it could have just been something this, that. But it was, a lot of people got intrigued by it, and it was like, oh, this could lead to the SNES games coming to the Nintendo Switch, just like the NES games. Now it's looking a little more that it might be happening with this filing, because the filing shows a depiction of an SNES controller. So, and it don't look like nothing else.
So my question is, are we doubting this? Like, really? Are we doubting that this isn't going to happen? Like, is that a real discussion? Like, is that real? Anyone that doesn't think this is going to happen, like, there's not going to be Super Nintendo. The Super Nintendo was, like, one of Nintendo's most popular gaming systems. That was, like, when gaming really hit the stride. Like, Nintendo did really, really good. But, like, Super Nintendo, that's when gaming was, like, okay, everybody needs to have this in their house. You know, like, gaming, it was really, really big at that point in time. And, like, it's insane. Like, for anyone to believe that they're only going to make regular Nintendo virtual consoles. Well, let's not call it virtual consoles because that's not what it is.
And the virtual console is dead.
Yeah, it's a fucking virtual console. But for you to think that the game wasn't going to come digitally to your Switch, you are insane, my friend.
Yeah. By the way, Matt, I said FCC filing, not a violation. Which, if it was a violation, that would be really bad.
Yeah, filing, not violation.
But I mean, I knew eventually that the SNES games, not that it's confirmed, but I know eventually those games are going to come over to the Nintendo Switch because it only makes sense.
Yep.
That is, to a lot of people, your best library of games you've ever had. Case in point.
Yep. That's why it's questionably still to this day one of my favorite systems of all times.
I think it is one of your favorite systems of all time. That's not even questionable.
I love the system so much. Like I can sit there for hours.
The SNES. Let's put it this way: the SNES in the battle of them versus Sega was the one that blew out Sega.
Oh yeah, yeah. Poor Sega.
Not that Sega didn't have bad games, but SNES just put out some
Yep.
incredible games.
Yeah. That's when their game lineup got serious. That's when we got all our hardcore games of what we know and love today.
Well, think about it. You got games like obviously Super Metroid, Super Mario World, Link to the Past. You got games. You got like third-party games like Turtles in Time and Smash TV.
Yep. Oh, Super Smash TV was awesome.
Super Smash TV.
They had Pilot Wings. Pilot Wings was great.
Pilot Wings is another one.
F-Zero.
F-Zero is another one.
Oh man, the library is huge.
The library is humongo. They had Yoshi's. All right, I call it Yoshi's Island because it is Yoshi's Island.
Zombie Ate My
Super
Neighbors.
Mario World 2.
Zombie Ate My Neighbors, which is questionably one of Andre's favorite games of all times.
Zombie Ate My Neighbors is a very good one.
Super John, you are right. Super John states, I find these mini things useless because I have a computer and emulators. You're right, and that's kind of was my concept when they first came out. I don't know if Kyle remembers. Like I was kind of like, I like it, but I don't want to spend my money in it because I could just build it, and the price is kind of steep for what it is. But it is a super convenient thing, and now you can mod it to play all the games. Like I think it's definitely worth the dollar value that it is.
I do agree with that. I mean, I've told Van before in the past that I personally am not an emulator guy. I just don't use them. I don't like. I have so many games I don't have the time pretty much to use it. But this was something just to have, and you know, it's a convenience thing. And yes, you can mod it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to do that.
It's pretty easy.
Sure
YouTube walkthrough steps.
I'll say I'm sure I could learn that, but
you're a man of being able to follow steps. So
this is true. This is very true. But you know, it's just a convenience factor for people that may not know how to do emulators. The NES and the SNES version, these were specifically made for people to go and get that aren't gamers, that aren't, you know, people that are going to go and make an emulator so they can play it and sit on their computer. This thing was specifically made to be at the convenience of a TV that you could just plug in and play.
Yep.
And to relive all the NES and SNES classics.
So the great thing about this is the HDMI output. You put it to the right to any TV. The quality that it's at is phenomenal. You don't have to play around with it. You don't have to worry about bad emulators and stuff like that. You get the high quality. The controllers are fantastic. They're better than the original ones. Yeah. So there's so many great conveniences to these systems. So I always tell people all the time, by all means, if you're into the classics and the retro games, just please get it. Don't bother trying to figure out how to run an emulator because they can be a pain in the ass. And now because of these systems, they're harder to get.
Yeah, I mean you cannot buy them from stores, I believe, anymore. I'm pretty sure every store is sold out now because they stopped production earlier this year for the NES and SNES. They were only going up to holiday 2018, and then they were just said we're done. So if you missed out on getting one, have fun going on eBay if you're looking for it.
Yep.
So, but nonetheless, I do agree with you, Vanna. The controllers feel like the old controllers. They feel great.
Yep.
I like how they play. The emulators run fantastic. So it's a good product. It's definitely a good product. I can't say the same for a certain product for Sony. But
yeah, no, that didn't work out.
Not to take a jab at that again.
No, that didn't work out too well at all.
You know that thing dropped to $20.
Did it really?
Yeah.
I don't even see that Walmart anymore.
That might have been a sale price, but the last time I checked, it was remember, everybody knows it started off at $100, then dropped to $60, then I believe dropped to $40, and then I think I saw it on sale for $20. And I was like, this thing fell off completely. So, but not to keep crapping on it, but it was just something that Sony tried. And I don't know who was making the decisions for it, but it just didn't work for them. So you do, regardless of the system, you still have to have quality emulation in your system for it to work. You can't just throw it together, expect people to pay $100 and then like the thing and not bring it back. So
I agree. Let me see here. Before we get into our next topic, I just gotta look up some information on some. Oh, I think Andre's here.
Oh, Andre might be here. Do you hear a very loud person coming through the door?
And he's talking to Bones, which doesn't help.
Oh boy, which does not help. He's gonna take for just yell.
No, it's just it's just they talk so loud.
I know, but he'll get distracted because Bones is
Did you
gonna
lock
bring
the
up.
door, Bones?
He's gonna bring up a whole bunch of stuff.
You locked the door? Yeah, I'll go lock. All right, thank you. Make sure they're both locked too. Thank you, Bones.
We here fighting about gas as usual, man. Kicked out little.
What a shocker!
What's up, Kerr?
What up?
All right, so we just literally talked about the first topic. We just talked about Saints Row. Actually, we did too. We did.
I heard everything. Oh
yeah, that's right. You were in there.
You heard everything.
Telling your lies about the presidency.
I thought it.
No, but you become president.
Yeah, you become president at the end of 3 and then 4. Yeah.
Because you get your superpowers and then you become president.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. All right. So our next topic is Dota 2 broke a world record and has passed the $25 million prize pool.
That's
prize pool.
ridiculous.
So, for anyone that doesn't realize how prize pool works, is the total amount of money for the tournament.
That's crazy.
So they're at 25 million, and they still got 42 to go. So just so you guys know, in the Fortnite tournament, the lowest amount that a player got paid was over $100,000.
It's because it's Fortnite.
$100,000. So that kid got 3 million, but everyone else got 100,000. Was the lowest. So their prize, they had the biggest prize pool, but then Dota comes and was like, "Who's your daddy?" Just remember who's the king of esports here.
Yeah, I like that.
Right.
So just in case you didn't know, what 25 million plus means is the prize pool is still going up.
That's ridiculous.
So the prize pool goes up. This is the best thing, and I can't believe I didn't even know this. What Dota 2 does is for every dollar that's spent into their DLC, is they put right into this prize pool.
That's dope.
So the prize pool it gets added on from the total amount of money from DLC.
Everybody needs to do that.
Dude, that is like taking your penis and balls and slapping it on the table.
Here it is.
Yeah, and be like, I just want to remind y'all who has the biggest balls in the room. Just a little reminder.
Damn.
I like that though. That's fire.
Dota 2 is the king of esports. No one beats their numbers for viewing. No one beats their numbers competitively. Like, their numbers are insane. No, you're right, Super John. Capcom would never do such a thing.
No.
They're having trouble getting their numbers in the 20,000 prize pool.
Poor Capcom.
They need players to have prize pools.
It's unfortunate. That's how it works. Like you
Poor
gotta
Capcom.
Gotta have a base, a big base behind it.
But this is incredible. So they said to put its incredible backing into context, the International 8 took 104 days to raise 25 million, where the prize pool rose to its final total after a few more days. Oh wait, no, this is the old one. I think this is the old article. No, this is new. It says the prize pool for Dota 2 annual, the international tournament has surpassed the 25 million mark with 46 days still to go until the main event gets underway. Previously known as the international what does that say? Compendium?
Compendium?
Yeah.
Compendium?
I guess it's like another word for competition.
Where are you reading that?
The article in the Asona.
No, I know where specifically.
Right under the second image.
Compendium, yeah.
Compendium.
Never used that word before.
Including those competing in this weekend.
What says previously known, Kyle? Previously known.
Yeah, it's like only like the second paragraph.
I'm about to say, how does it? I was sorry, guys. I just want to know how it starts.
Previously known as the International.
Oh, okay. Previously. Why do I not see this?
It's like under the ad. There's like an ad. Then it's right under that.
The Dota 2 Battle Pass has provided the perfect platform for fans to get behind their favorite game and support the expansive competitive scene. In recent years, prize pools have soared above the other esports titles as fans are given new skins, items, and even chances to play new games by attending certain levels within the Battle Pass. Now, through the support for the 2019 installment of the International has jumped right above any other predecessor. On June 30th, the prize pool for the International 90 broke the 25 million mark with less than half a million to go before eclipsing last year's total, which also broke the previously held record for the biggest payout ever. To put it a credible backing into context, the International 8 took 104 days to raise 25 million, where the prize pool rose to its final total after a few more days compared to TI9's super fast 53 days. So for the International 8, it took them 104 days to reach 25 million, right? For this one, it took half that. It took them 53 days.
Dang, by the time this is done, this is movie numbers, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, its growth hasn't spawned from a crazy influx of the new content that has prompted players to dig into their wallets. The TI9 Battle Pass got off to a hot start, breaking the record for the most prize money raised on release day. Despite already breaking the prize pool record from previous internationals, fans are still waiting for Valve to release plenty of new content could propose the total above the 30 million set for the Fortnite World Cup. One of the most anticipated releases, the annual Immortal Treasure 2 cosmetic pack, has also yet to drop. So there's still shit to get dropped that they haven't even dropped yet.
Dude.
So
That's
Dota taking charge here, guys.
Well,
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep. So ridiculous. So yeah, that's how that rolls.
Not the
Yeah, I'm about to say that tournament takes place this month.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, September.
okay.
September.
Leave it to Wikipedia. By the way. So it has the prize pool. All right, so the current mark for the prize pool, because I realized what date that article was, it was June. The current prize pool right now is $33 million. $33,800,000. I just saw the specific amount.
You've got the pinky.
Climbing.
You've got the pinky. 33 million.
Oh my
$0.8 million.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so that's crazy. So that's esports for you people.
Yeah.
Welcome to
I
the
need to get
esports
into Dota.
world. If you want to become something famous and you want to make a whole lot of money, get into esports. No more becoming an athlete.
Feel like just get into Dota.
Don't risk your health
Yeah.
and your brain collapsing.
Instead, become fat and lazy and live in
Yeah.
your mom's basement.
Exactly.
Only kidding. That's a misconception.
I'm not.
That is an actual
that's a-
misconception.
That's a misconception of gamers. We're actually in pretty good shape,
Yeah.
besides me. So before we get into this next topic, I want to veer way off subject. This isn't even on our list.
Are we going to Looney World or are we going to?
No. It's just something that recently news broke yesterday, and I wanna verbally stress my frustrations with this because I haven't done it yet. So, question: I'm a huge PlayStation guy. All right, I'm not a fanboy, but I'm a huge PlayStation guy. I love our products. I love our brand. I love everything about PlayStation.
You have the tattoo on your back.
And I love everything that PlayStation stands for.
Oh, I know where you're going.
Coming along with that, I love Sony. Sony, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why are you taking and having a problem with the biggest company in the world about something that helped you break a record in the movie theaters?
He's speechless.
I want an answer. Like, I want to go on Sony's door and ask them. Now, if anyone hasn't caught on yet what I'm talking about, I am talking about
Spidey.
how Sony and Disney cannot come to agreements
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
on what they want to do for the future of Spider-Man as far as money-wise. So now things keep getting linked, and I know it's Disney's ass because Disney got so much power. They're like, you want to try to make it look like, because everyone's going to try to look at Disney like they're the bad guy, and because everyone tries to, Like Disney makes billions and billions of dollars, and they were willing to suck up their pride to make a movie
Yep.
with Spider-Man because they wanted Spider-Man involved so much. It was Stan Lee's dream. I want Spider-Man to be a part of our universe,
Yep.
and they did it. And they tucked their balls and they tucked their penis and said, you know what? We're gonna take this one, you know what I mean, and we're gonna do whatever deal you want to make this work. But now, Sony's made their money.
Yep.
Sony's made their
The number one
money,
selling movie of all time. Sony's number one selling movie of all time now.
right? Made their money, and these dudes are like, it's not enough. It's not enough.
Yeah.
And Disney's deal that was released said 50-50.
Yeah, that was a good deal. That was a good deal.
I thought that was the
50-50.
I thought that was the deal from the
They
beginning.
should have took that off rip because if Disney's offering you that, and Disney has the power to say we want like 80-20 if they want. They have that power. But
Yeah.
they said let's do 50-50.
Did we not just witness what happened with X-Men?
It's crazy, man.
X-Men: The Dark Phoenix movie got pulled from the movie theaters. It was so bad. And then now Disney owns X-Men.
Yeah.
that was the franchise they were saying Disney will never get back because they messed up.
Yep. Yep.
They have all their franchises back except for Spider-Man.
And what people forget,
Wow, what?
Yeah.
Super John? What? What? For those that are not in Twitch, Super John just confirmed that Disney was only getting 5%.
from Spider-Man.
Wow.
5% in their own movie, in their own universe. That the movie could
They
have
did
never
Sony a
happened.
favor.
That could have never happened.
Exactly.
I am.
But Vanny, I'm glad you brought this up because you know the fear I have, knowing the movie business as well as I do. The fear that I have now is now that Sony has their hands fully on this. This means that like how we got to see Nick Cage and this movie, and we got to see some other things in this movie that were related to the Marvel universe. This kind of slips back now, and then the other fear is
not even a question.
with Tom Holland being the best Spider-Man we've had. To me, with him being the best Spider-Man we had. Now this puts it at risk because what happens is those movies, all the tie-ins, me and you was just talking about a theory, like what the next few Marvel things was going to be. Now we have to focus on, just like the Venom movie, they said Venom wasn't going to really get crossed over to not the Venom we just watched.
So someone at my job told me, poor Uncle Ben. Poor Uncle Ben.
Yeah, I don't want to see another Spider-Man. That's the
Poor
thing.
Uncle
I
Ben.
don't want to see another Spider-Man.
They can't even continue with what they're doing with this Spider-Man
Yep.
if they break from the MCU.
They can't.
They can't even continue.
Because they have an Iron Man
Nope.
character messing with
MCU
Iron.
can.
Yes.
It's as easy as Spider-Man never Spider-Man's gone. We don't need Spider-Man no more. Or we can just make up something and just don't say Spider-Man.
They can do Miles Morales.
They
can do a
don't
lot.
need Spider-Man. Guess what? Spider-Man literally cannot continue their series without the MCU.
Nope.
They can't. They can't talk about anything.
Nothing you can do.
All right, I don't want to talk about this too long because there's so much for GamerCon that we have to talk about. So
But I feel you on that. I'm glad you brought that up.
but so this is what I've been telling the comic book group. I don't know if you've seen it, dude. You don't talk in there at all,
I just got back on Facebook.
dude. You need to
I just
get
got
into
back on Facebook. I just got back on Facebook.
So
man.
Let's get back off.
I told everyone relax because nothing's official. Like nothing is until they stop making another Spider-Man movie. There is nothing official.
They'll work something out.
Yeah, I do
works out.
believe they're not that dumb. I believe, dude, 100%, Disney leaked this.
Yeah.
100.
Yeah, because they don't want fans coming after them saying
Yeah.
what's going on with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Disney did this on purpose.
Disney's like, yo, oh, by the way, the offer was 50-50.
So y'all know.
Yeah, just so you guys know that it was 50-50. Like, that's insane. That's insane.
They'll work something out. Just like, remember when the Fox deal was finally coming,
Yeah.
and Comcast tried to come out of nowhere. It was like, no, we're buying Fox. Disney's like, man, shut up.
Yeah,
How much money we got?
Disney's
we'll
like,
never come over here.
Disney's like,
Did you just try us? Our streaming service comes out in November. Get out of here.
oh man, yeah, nah. Disney's nobody to play with. And dude, Disney, this is the best Disney has ever been as far as working with people.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, all right, we just want to make this work. Let's see what we can do to make
Everything's
this
for the
work.
fans. Everything's
Yeah,
for the fans.
and they're doing such a good job. They're listening. A lot of people want to call Disney the evil empire.
No, it's
Really, when has Disney done you wrong? They make phenomenal Disney Star Wars movies.
Yep.
You know, people can bitch about the little things. Fine, I get it. But we can bitch about anything. I can actually find problems with Deadpool.
Yeah.
I can find problems with Deadpool. But those little problems it's not important because the movies are good.
Disney doesn't care. Disney have 5 movies this year that have hit the $1 billion mark. 5 movies this year that hit the $1 billion mark.
Yeah, they don't need anybody.
They don't need no one.
Yeah, they don't need.
Listen, just stick with the trending Twitter.
Yeah.
The trending tweet. Hashtag boycott Sony. That's right. Boycott Sony.
Boycott
That's right.
Sony.
Everybody do this. Boycott Sony. Don't do anything to help Sony at all,
Let's go.
including PlayStation. Don't.
I'm with you,
support
Kyle.
Sony.
I'm with you.
Don't support them. Not allowed. No more. See this PS4 I have right here? I'm about to throw it out the window.
Hey, Super John, you talk about the remakes. You hate the remakes from Disney? Listen, like I explained to people, these remakes aren't for really us. They're for a new generation. Like, I went to a movie theater with some kids to see Lion King. I like the original animated, but the kids love the new one. You know what I mean? It's for the new era, man.
Mm-hmm.
These new movies being made are for the new era, man. Aladdin, all these are for the new era, man.
Yeah, fucking crazy. Fucking crazy.
They're making millions, no matter if we like them or not. They're making millions.
So
I'm just saying boycott Sony.
I digress, boys. I digress. I'm sorry.
Boycott everything Sony.
Move on to the next subject.
I would have a great segue if a certain subject was next, but it's not. So
Kyle's trying to seg it in.
I'm trying to seg it in, but the way it's set up, I can't seg it in.
Not yet. Sorry.
yet.
Save that train button.
Saving the train button.
Save it.
MK, the Combat Pack has been released. What do you boys think? I'll tell you what I think after.
All right, I'm going to go off rip. Something's going on with Terminator this year. Maybe because the movie's coming out. But everybody's loving Terminator. He's in Gears of War. They got Terminator in Gears of War. And now they got Terminator in Mortal Kombat. I like this pack. And there's one character that I don't. Well, the chat's up, so I can't see him. But he was enough for me for this pack. I didn't care about anybody else. Once I seen Spawn, it was a wrap.
Dude, everyone's been talking about Spawn forever. Matty Madness, are you Matt? Are you my boy Matt? I don't know which Matt you are, because we have 2 Matts in the chat. So I just want to make sure Matty Madness is my boy. Is my boy Prophet. He's gonna laugh.
So
He
he's
laughs.
Joker
then
and
you
Spawn
know.
with the F. I mean, you gotta balance. You gotta balance out some characters, man. You got so much characters, like save them for later. Joker and Spawn are beast mode, man.
I agree.
Yeah, but like I get it. I do understand.
March is far. March is really far.
Yeah, the January is too far.
This January
January
is
is
Joker,
really far.
Yeah.
and March is Spawn.
Yeah. But you know they were gonna put Spawn last. You knew, because that was what everybody wanted.
Everybody wanted Spawn since the
Yeah,
beginning of
yeah.
time. Since the beginning of time, people
Everyone's
wanted Spawn.
been dying. That's why as soon as they showed Spawn, I was like, what?
Man, how did Spawn get in Soul Calibur
What?
before Mortal Kombat?
I was rolling on the ground.
Man, that was ages ago.
Think about that, Kyle. How did Spawn get in Soul Calibur before Mortal Kombat?
But that was ages ago. That was Soul Calibur.
What you mean? Mortal Kombat been out since Genesis. What? People you could have been put Spawn.
That's
in
what
there.
I'm saying. Like Spawn came out back in the Xbox, GameCube, and PlayStation days. It took them this long
Yeah, he should have been.
to get Spawn in a Mortal Kombat game, which probably makes more sense for him to be in a Mortal Kombat.
He's gonna fit real well in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
I can see the fatality now. Oh my god.
Yeah. So, Terminator, dude, I'm just Arnold Schwarzenegger, yes.
It's just because the movie.
you.
This movie. They're hyping it up as much as they can.
It's gonna
everywhere.
be good.
It is. I love all the.
So,
Terminators.
I believe it was me, Matt, and my brother were talking about this, and they were saying, Matt was saying, I believe, Terminator, they need to stop, right? And I was like, no way.
Nah.
I was like, they're doing so good, and it's because of they're the only movie that gets affected by what they do in their timelines.
I love that. I love that.
Continuously, and like I love that.
Best one is 3, by the way.
I love that.
Best one is 3.
Yeah.
3 will always be the best with the girl. It was ridiculous.
So good series. And then they had the TV show, which played into the movies, which was great.
Yep.
Sindel was actually a big drop.
That was I didn't
people
expect
really wanted Sindel.
Yep.
They knew they were gonna
Yeah.
get it for this one though. We're gonna get all the original Street Fighter. I mean, Mortal Kombat.
Remember we
characters.
said this when this came out. This should be like how Smash is.
Yep.
Give us every character from all the except Meat.
Mm-hmm.
Give us every character from every
No.
Mortal Kombat and put them in this.
I want meat and I want mocap.
Hell no, them two.
Give me both of them.
That's it. That's it. Just
And
don't
make
have
sure
him.
Borai Cho's in there as well.
Oh my god.
I want them all. Give me all 3.
I hate how Shang Tsung looks though. I don't like his look.
What?
Not his fighting. Not his fighting. Not his fighting.
No,
Not his
no.
fighting. Not his fighting. I just don't like how he looks. Like,
Dude, he looks just like
he
what's
looks
his face?
no,
great.
he does.
The
I just,
movie.
it's just like when you see someone as dope as like
Your soul is mine.
how they make all these other characters. It looks so insane. Then you go to Shang Tsung. It's like an old man that eats ramen.
No.
He is an old man anyway.
He don't eat ramen.
So?
How do you know he don't eat ramen?
It's just he don't look menacing like he should, man. It's not to me.
Are you serious?
He looks very Americanized.
I think he looks good. I think
Man,
he
he
looks
talking
good.
nonsense.
His fighting looks
Now-
fire. His fighting looks fire.
He
Daddy,
should actually
thank you.
go
Go
home.
home.
You know what?
Andre.
I am gonna go home.
Yeah, I think he looks so good. Like when they announced that that's what he was looking at, he's betraying the character. Like, I was like, yes. Like I love what they did with this Mortal Kombat. Even Nightwolf. Like look at Nightwolf. Like
Nightwolf looks
he
dope.
looks like a true Native
Yeah,
American.
Nightwolf looks fire.
Like a true Native American.
Sindel looks fire. This version
Yep.
of Sindel looks fire.
Yep. Because remember she's dead.
Yeah.
She did.
I like
She
how
died
they
a
did
while
that too.
ago.
I like how they did that.
All right, so let's talk about the Joker real quick. Now everyone knows I'm a huge Joker fan.
Favorite character?
Huge Joker fan. I'm okay with this Joker because I was nervous that they were going to make the too skinny Joker, which I think Arkham Asylum pushed it. They pushed it. They were right at that line where I'm just like, okay, you made him too skinny.
Yeah.
You know, like he was sick, which he was ended up being sick. Sorry, spoiler alert. But
Arkham Knight.
yeah, if you haven't fucking seen Joker in that game yet,
Yeah.
then you're fucking crazy. So like, I think that was a little bit too. They went more of.
Let me see him. I haven't seen an image of him.
They went more. What is it called?
Okay, I like that.
What is it? Suicide Squad Joker. I feel with that one.
You think so?
Yeah,
I think Suicide Squad Joker looks punkish. Like he looks real punkish.
Well, no, minus like without the shirt and stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. But
yeah.
like I think they made him look more like regular, like a regular
Yeah.
person. So
They should have went Heath Joker.
yeah. So you know what they're doing really with the Joker? They're making the Joker more about a persona.
Yeah.
That the Joker is not actually one person, but multiple people. Joker is actually an act of craziness, and they introduced this into Gotham, in that show Gotham, because they never ever called him the Joker.
Yeah.
And he never took on that name, and we don't know the true origins of the Joker. Well, actually, no, we did find out in The Killing Joke, but like
Gotta watch that.
it's good. The comic book
watch
is
it.
dark.
I gotta watch
The
that.
comic book is darker than the movie, but the movie got pretty close. They cut a scene out that everyone thought they were going to keep in there, but they did come pretty close to resembling it. There's a rape scene in it, and it was pretty close.
Yeah.
But they like acknowledged it, but didn't show anything. So, anyways, I think that's kind of what this game is continuing. So, but good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good DLC.
Great DLC, man.
Yep.
This is how you release DLC. I agree. Them time slots are terrible, but hey, you be able to play with They want to keep the game fresh too. You
Yep.
know, to be able to know you
Yes.
got Spawn coming in
Absolutely.
March. That's a good idea.
Yep. So
Ways away. That's after PAX East.
Yeah, that's.
yeah.
They'll have more characters.
We
before
can
him.
wait. We can wait.
Yeah.
We can wait. Next subject with my blurry PlayStation 4
Speaking
controller.
of Sony from before,
Yeah.
Speaking of Sony, yeah, we should have changed the order to that. Sony
yeah, no train.
PS5 dev kit design seemingly confirmed by game developer. Yesterday, a Sony patent for what appears to be a new game console turned up online. Many presume this to be a PlayStation 5 dev kit, and today a game developer seemingly confirmed that to be true on Twitter. Twitter Matthew Stott. It's a dev kit. We have some in the office. Sony patents Sony's PlayStation 5 dev kit, or maybe even the console itself.
Is there a way for you to get that image there?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, because
That thing looked ugly.
I don't think it looks ugly.
No, that's ugly.
Well, you got to remember the dev kits are always mad bulky. Like when they released the 1X dev
I
kit, it was
mean,
bulky.
no, I mean, I get that it's bulky, but if that would be the final design, that's ugly.
You know the only reason why I think that it could be, Kyle? The power this thing has in it, it almost has to be designed in that type of format. Like it can't be flat. Like even with the next Xbox, I
I'm
don't
not
know.
saying it to be flat.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Saying it, design it better.
No, yeah, I agree with you. But I just think that it looks like a modem. It looks like an Xfinity modem. I'm with that. But my whole thing is, with how much power this thing's going to run, I think it's going to need to almost look like that.
Man, this thing is whack anyway, Maddie. Oh, sorry. What? I'm just calling out Maddie because we were saying boycott Sony. He's like, I will never. Like, well. You're going to be hated by a lot of people, apparently. No.
There it is.
No. Nope, I will not. I will not. I'm already home, actually.
So.
Joke's on you.
Cable box Xbox.
Yeah, the black original Xbox One is terrible.
I was like, hold up, wait a minute. Did Xbox just make a new VHS player?
I remember Vin specifically talking about my Xbox.
Oh man, they made it way too easy.
It was terrible. I mean, the original Xbox,
dude, it
was
was
a big brick too. But
it was huge. It was bigger than the original Xbox.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I don't know what.
So this isn't going to be the design. You see all that?
I'm just saying.
You see all those vents? You see all those vents? That's why they designed it like that.
I'm just saying, if that's the design.
No, that's not the design.
I think it's gonna not look nothing like nothing.
And if it is the design, that's dope. No, I'm only kidding.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not. I was just gonna say. Good. I'm glad you caught that.
I'm just trying to think with all that stuff that's in that joint, like how they're gonna keep it like sleek or like. It's gonna be a bulky bastard like the PS4 Pro. Like that thing was bulky.
Of course, you better still buy it. Opinion is amazing. Super John, I swear to God, John, I swear to God, you love the opposite opinion of everything.
I'm with John. I don't think it looks amazing, but I think it's alright.
Dude, that looks like
Andre.
That looks like the fake futures from 1980. You know, they were like in 1980, they're like, this is what the future is going to look like. Like, that's what that looks like that is. Am I wrong, though? Like, does that not?
It does. I feel like I could put that on my arm and it's going to turn to the Mega Buster.
Like the hoverboards from Back to the Future.
To the Mega Buster.
What's wrong with those awesome? Maybe in 1980 it was awesome. Super John. I agree.
That's what we're saying.
In 1980, I was like, that's dope. But, like, it's 2019. Like, I've seen a lot better things.
It looks like a modem.
It's definitely different. Definitely, he said. It would be interesting. If that was the design, I'd be interested to see where they go with that.
Dev kits always look bulkier though. Like I'm just thinking of that thinner. Like if that was thinner, it wouldn't look bad.
No. Who knows? Maybe they just have that, and maybe it's the size of this.
That's too much power to run in that thing though.
No,
you know what I mean? Like maybe it would be like the size.
You see
of this.
the Pro? The Pro is the PlayStation 4 with another one on top of it.
It's two PlayStation 4s. It is.
It's two PS4s on top of each other.
It is two PS4s on top of each other because I thought that's what they did. I thought they had two PlayStation 4s. I was like, why do they have two PlayStation 4s on top of each other? Oh, that's the Pro.
That's what I'm saying. Being this bulky.
All they did was take two PlayStation 4s.
I'm telling you, it really looks like they don't have to.
You know what they did, right? They were in the design room. They're looking at the PlayStation 4. They're like, damn, what do we do? What do we do? And then Andre came late to the meeting. He's like, sorry, guys. I'm sorry I'm late. And he puts his PlayStation on top of the other PlayStation.
He said, that's it.
And then all of a sudden they're looking at it. They're like, wait,
that's it.
Andre, what did you just do?
What did you just do?
That's just like how the Xbox, when they were making fun of that design to take out the CD player to make it all digital. How can we make this all digital? How can we do this? And the guy comes over and he's like, erases the... And they're like... Oh my God!
I know how they really made fun of themselves with that too. They really
great.
made fun of themselves with that.
I have a serious question though.
What?
Why was Andre late to a Sony meeting if he's an Xbox guy?
Because
that was the joke.
But that was my joke on top of the joke.
They crazy glued two PlayStation 4s.
This has just become the Leonardo DiCaprio movie where there's the dream inside the dream. Inside the dream.
Inception.
Yeah, dude, that was all right. So I love that movie, but what the fuck? Which dream are we in? I don't know.
It was like going in that ultimate genjutsu over and over again, just every day waking up. But I'm like you said, this V shape does look like a PS5 number.
I see what you did there, Super John.
That thing is fugly.
Just think of it thinner though, Kyle. Let's work together.
It's just ugly.
Kyle, let's work together. Kyle, let's work together for 1 second. I am sick and tired.
Why are we working together for Sony's sake?
No.
We just
Listen.
said boycott Sony
Listen,
about
because
10 minutes ago.
Because Kyle, me and you are big fans of these consoles looking repetitive. Like they look terrible. They don't do anything to them no more. So if they did this but made it thin, I'll be cool with it because I'm tired of seeing squares. I'm tired of seeing squares.
You know why I don't
trapezoids.
like this? It's not even the V. It's the whole wings of vents on the side.
So let me put it this way, though.
Oh.
That makes it a whole lot easier to carry because now you got like a little grip.
Hell no.
It's a that's a handle. That's a handle, no? Dude, what's those little circles? Like, what are those little circles? And if those are USBs, dude, yes, we do need 6 USBs, Matt. We do.
Then people are going to complain.
Do you have
when
no
there's
idea?
no USB. People are going to complain and say,
with my fighting tournaments, like I love having all my games here on hard drive. So when the PlayStation crashes, I don't have to install anything. I put it, but I can't do that with my fighting games because of the fact that I need the USBs that are on there. So I have to unplug the hard drive to use people's fight sticks. So what if it stands up and looks better?
The USB
like stand up and then it's the V.
It will look like a computer. It will look like a computer if you stand it up.
I don't want my console standing up. You know when I decided that I didn't want my console standing up?
It had to be an Xbox console.
When they made the very first console that stand up, I'm like, this is an awful idea.
Which one?
The very first one ever was the PlayStation 2.
Oh yeah, with them. Yeah, that shit was terrible.
First time that thing dropped, I was like,
the disc
nope.
is done. The disc is
nope.
over.
Never standing again.
My 360?
Never standing again.
My 360? No.
Dude,
Well, that was bad.
They put the vents where you needed to stand up the Xbox, and if you rotated, the CD-ROM was on the opposite way. No way. All right, next subject. Next subject, please, because I think we talked enough about that shit.
You just give me one so I don't have to guess where the HDMI port is. I like that.
Yeah, these consoles be hard to find HDMIs on now.
That's funny, Evie. I like that. No more. Maybe put the HDMI in the front so that way you don't have to keep reaching in the back to see if it's a
That's going to look so ugly, though.
That
will look so ugly.
I don't want my HDMI in the front. I don't want my HDMI in the front. No way. I want my HDMI in the
Just
front.
put a light where the HDMI is supposed
Oh,
to
Jesus.
go.
You just
That
added
way you
$200 to our fucking play. What are you doing, Kyle? You just added $200 to our console. Cut the shit.
Listen, hey, this thing's going to be super powerful. What's another $200?
Super powerful. Fucking, you just added. Now they have to add more power to it, just the power of the LED.
Keep the light going.
Jesus. My electrical bill just went up now. Thanks. The PlayStation likes giving you lights and not be able to shut them off. Like the controller. Like whose design was that? Hey, I'm gonna put a light in the controller. You can't shut it off. What?
No, but when it's plugged in, the light shuts off.
No, it doesn't.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, when you plug it in, like
When you plug in the HDMI, the light shuts off. Somehow they do that.
Make it a blue one, so it's grating on the
Jesus
eyes in the
Christ.
dim lit room. That's cool. But Vin, you're right. If you stand it up, it will look like an actual PC.
Yeah.
It looks just
It will
like
look like a V.
Yeah.
Too. It'll be the V. So.
Make it a
Stop,
blue
Super
one so
Joe.
it's
You
green.
guys, listen. All right, I don't want to spend another $700 on a PlayStation.
It's already
so
gonna
cut the
be
shit.
700. You might as well
Cut
get ready.
the shit.
Neon lights.
I
love
agree,
it.
especially if you have a 5-input HDMI splitter. Go full 80s feature.
Thing's already gonna be $700, man.
Yeah, no, this is insane, guys. You
It's
need to cut
maybe
it out.
$700.
All right.
Ray tracing.
Next fucking topic, please.
Next, Vin's PS Live.
Oh, I gotta do this the long way, cause where is it?
Fan keeps saying it's gonna be $400. I'm like, yeah, okay.
That's not gonna be 400, Vin. This thing's gonna be 600 plus.
I think it'll be like $800.
Let's get into the good stuff now that we got
All right,
past
man.
Sony.
Gamescom. Actually, no, we still have more Sony. Let's talk a little bit of Gamescom. A lot of stuff happened in Gamescom.
Can I just say before you start this, Vin, that I wish I went here instead of E3? But go ahead.
Yo, Gamescom was fire.
This year they showed out.
Fire. So before Gamescom even started,
Yeah.
our very first news, Insomnia was bought by PlayStation.
I mean, they're buying the movie. Might as well buy the game.
Right.
They
Agree.
were like, we want to by every means possible.
Spider-Man's the movie, the game, the underwears, the socks, everything.
There goes the fucking game. No, this is Insomnia was like, thank you. They've been working towards this for a very long time. I'm very happy to see it. They deserve it because with things like this, Insomnia is going to get. That means all the workers will be paid no matter how bad they do. And most people get scared with that because then they're like, well, then developers tend to get lazy like athletes. Like, you be careful you sign contracts because, dude, Jordan didn't get shittier every time he did it.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, last time I checked, he's getting better with age. So I'm just saying. And he keeps asking for less. So
Yeah, I know.
Signing for less. The dude's not even the highest paid quarterback. How does that happen? But I digress. So I think this is huge. I know a lot of people aren't going to be happy with this because you got games like and people need to calm down because this game was good, but it wasn't like super good. Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
Fantastically fun game. That was my first Xbox One game. Was Sunset Overdrive. Fantastically fun. Took a completely different spin with like zombies. So that was cool. And what's funny, it just clicked. The energy drink is what caused them to be zombies. Anyone that ever watched iZombie, this is gonna be a spoiler alert. The energy drink is what caused people
they're
to turn
copying,
zombie.
huh?
So I just put two and two together, and I want to use that comparison because Super John that's in here loves that show. So
Copycats.
with Sport Legends,
Super
I'm
John
not.
comparing
Yeah, no, I'm not comparing. Yeah, true. So I think this is really big. Congratulations to Insomniac. Insomniac deserves it. It's Four Locos.
That's bad.
Dude, Four Locos is a nightmare if anyone wants to know.
No, we don't want to talk about.
Yeah,
Four
no,
Locos.
we don't talk about Four Locos. So this is a big move. Anything that you guys, good, bad?
I love it.
Horrible.
It just sucks because it won't be on. Yeah, I'm with Kyle. Like, it won't be on Xbox. It won't be on the Switch. Missing out on a.
But it wasn't.
It doesn't matter. The whole point is I had hope. I could believe it was going to happen. Now I know it's not coming, so it sucks.
So the only thing I would say about this is that it kind of only really makes sense to do this because, let's be real here, Insomniac has made pretty much specifically Sony games for quite a while now.
Except for the VR department. So they make a lot of VR games. Super hot. So
Right.
So hearing that and seeing that, like, this is big. Like, maybe they're gonna expand themselves and be like, hey, listen, we do a lot for Oculus that are Oculus related only games. Let's start doing more VR games that are independent to PlayStation.
Yep.
And I think that would be a super smart move, especially if PlayStation stepped up, because the Quest is kicking ass right now. Everybody is loving the Quest.
The Quest is.
And it is very low maintenance, and that's why everyone loves it. $300, $400, or $400, $500, I can't remember. And you don't need anything.
No
and
wires.
you literally have it wireless. Like, this is a dream.
It is.
A dream. Imagine PlayStation comes with a Bluetooth headset and controllers. No wires at all.
I can see that happen.
For PlayStation 5.
For the PlayStation 5, yeah.
That would be fantastic.
It will happen, actually. You might as well write it. You might as well write that in. That's gonna happen.
So maybe this is part of their plan with Insomniac.
Yep.
So
I think it's a good pickup either way. It's a really good pickup. Spider-Man's always been on PlayStation. He's been, played the old PlayStation days.
I mean, basically what I'm saying is, like, Insomniac's had a lot of exclusive Sony stuff.
Yeah.
And never really anything went to Microsoft or Nintendo.
Mhm.
So it's almost like it was meant to be, kind of like Naughty Dog, because
Yeah.
Naughty Dog basically only made Sony stuff. So yeah,
Might as well continue.
this is an obvious move, but it's a good move for the workers. Let's put it
Agreed.
that way.
Agreed.
So,
yeah. Yep. So
I hope it comes
Good
with
move.
self-shoelacing shoes.
good move. So don't laugh, John, because then when it does. All right. So I didn't make there's way too many fucking topics that come out on each sub of these. I was like, I am not putting all these million fucking pictures on here.
I hear that.
This is just way out of hand. So
Oh no, I don't blame you.
yeah, so I went. Trust me, I wanted to. All right, so let's start with the Nintendo Indies.
The,
Man, they came out with some fire.
The Nindies.
Yeah, the Nindies.
Pretty much the Nindy.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic. Ori in the Blind Forest.
That one shot me in the chest,
But that's free with Xbox, so that's where my dilemma is. Fuck.
But you can take it on the go now.
yeah.
I have it on my laptop. I can play it on my laptop because of Game Pass.
But you can take it conveniently on the go now.
But I have to pay for it.
True.
But you can take it conveniently on the go now and improve your Switch library.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna buy it.
Ori is such a good game
I'm
too.
gonna play it on Xbox. But that's fantastic, though.
Yeah.
Guys, this next one, I was just in tears.
Which one?
I will spend money on this, and this is something that I've already beaten.
What?
I will spend money on this. The Hotline
Wait, what?
Miami collection.
Oh, when I seen that.
Yes, that was huge.
Van, when I seen that, all I said was Van.
Dude,
I didn't
Van's
say
losing
nothing
his
else.
shit. That's all I said.
It is PSV all over again.
I said Van is in heaven. Like,
Oh, I fucking lost it. Lost
I knew
it.
you did. I wish we were watching that live. Like I wish there was something live where we could have watched that.
As soon as the
I agree.
animation came up, I was like, "Are you kidding me right now?"
Super John, that's one of Van's most talked about games. Like since I've met him, that's been the game he always talks about. He loved on the PSP.
To me, that is like the best indie game that was ever created.
Van loves that joint.
Absolutely love it.
Now you got it on the Switch, bro.
Yep. So yes,
There were some really good indie ones though.
I'll let you
one-
do the rest.
Well, I'll say one that really piqued my interest because I played the shit out of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater back in the day was Skater XL.
Yeah, that was another cool one, man.
That looked really, really cool.
I'm pumped for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pumped for that one. A very unique one, Europa.
Mm-hmm.
Which, do you remember what that one was?
That was the one.
Kind of like the anti-gravity one.
Yeah,
You could,
yeah, I
like,
was
walk
gonna say.
upside down.
Yeah.
And all that fun stuff. It looked very interesting.
Yep.
There was one that Super Hot.
Which I'm very curious because that's like a 3D. That's a VR game.
It is, but I think this will work very well
have
with
it
the
on,
Switch.
Yeah, because they have it on Xbox and stuff too. So.
Well, it's also because you can utilize gyro controls.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Which VR pretty much is just a more enhanced version of the gyro controls.
Yeah.
So that'll be very interesting.
Prepare for the VR Labo.
VR Labo.
VR.
Ooh, Labo. Ooh, that's how I'm going to buy Labo
Stop,
VR now.
VR Crapo.
VR Labo. Cannot wait. New Dungeon Defenders or Dungeon Defenders Awaken coming to the Switch.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I love Dungeon Defenders.
Is that the same company that made what the hell is that PlayStation 1? It's probably not the same one. Towerfall.
Towerfall Ascension.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
looks very Towerfall Ascension-ish.
I don't know. Dungeon Defenders is fire though.
Oh yes, the game that pretty much I'll be like in within a week. The Tourist.
Be right back.
Yep. Taurus looks good.
I mean, it's like it's an indie Minecraft. Well, not that.
What-
Minecraft was
well,
an indie game, but
Whenever I see games like that, even though I don't play them, I know how big everybody is into Minecraft style games now. People love them. They got a lot of them out, and that one looks like another one to add. So another cool one.
maybe. But I mean,
We'll see.
how many more Minecraft-esque games?
Well, Minecraft
really-
now has created its own genre, kind of, if you think about it.
I wouldn't consider that a genre. I would consider that, as far as like how it looks, is like a graphic design.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the better thing to say because it has Trove, Minecraft. There's a lot of games like that now, actually. Pixark, yeah, it's a different class.
Yes.
Oh, good looks, bro. I can't hate on Minecraft, man. Like Minecraft started a new trend, and like a lot of games are made like that now. So
Dragon Quest Builders is super popular right now.
yeah,
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're just talking about like graphic-wise, how a lot of games are starting to look like Minecraft now.
that's on Kyle. I feel like Minecraft created its own like setting now because a lot of games are being made like that. Trove,
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Fucking please don't bring up PC Building Simulator. There's actually like tournaments for PC for the simulator builders.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's actual tournaments for that now.
Oh boy. A new esport, building stuff. Yay. Let's see, other games.
You don't like Super Hot? I mean, Miami Hotline?
He didn't know what it was.
Oh, that's right. How about Ori? Ori in the potato Potato.
If you were having got
Ori and the potato.
if you ever got to play Ori, and you've been waiting for it, and you don't want to play on Xbox, get that game for the Switch. Just like Cuphead, play it. See, you order with Game Pass, like Van said. Don't waste the money if you got Game Pass. I mean, there's no reason to.
Yep.
I mean, like Kyle said, it's on the go.
There's every reason to, because you support Nintendo that way.
Kyle,
but anyway,
I paid $20 on the Switch for a game that's $10 on Game Pass with 100 other games. The heck, Kyle?
Or 15 if you get Ultimate. I'm only saying that to promote Nintendo.
Was there more about Nintendo you wanted to talk about?
Just a rock solid lineup of indie games like Blasphemous, which is kind of like Castlevania-ish. Close to the Sun, that's like a little horror one.
This was like 30 minutes, wasn't it?
It was a 30-minute indie-a-thon.
Yeah, they did a good job with this one. I think this was their best indie one so far.
It was so smooth, it just was like indie, it never stopped.
Hello, Tiago.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Nintendo in the indie world conference, or the Nindies. I don't know why they didn't just call it the Nindies, but whatever.
So the next one wasn't a whole lot of variety, but a lot of good information that we got from the Inside Xbox. I love and hate these shows, and you know where I'm going with this. Like,
go ahead, talk about her.
It was so corny. Like, she didn't even bother me. Like, actually, there was some cringy moments where I don't know if she messed up, but it made it awkward for everybody. There was a few times
I feel like they trusted her to freestyle certain moments, and it didn't work.
She just dropped the ball. Yeah. Like, there was a couple times the guy looked at her and was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?"
Overall, the show was okay. If you just look at I always say with them type of shows, just look at the highlight reel because they're like 2 hours long. Look at the highlight reel; it's like 20 minutes of everything that happened and that got announced. There wasn't a lot, Game Pass announcements. Devil May Cry is going to be on Game Pass, which was insane. Possibly one of the Game of the Years right now. One of the nominees is a free game on Game Pass right now, along with some other games. Bard's Tale, which I still haven't played that game, but everyone tells me about Bard's Tale. We got Gears 5 Horde. Kyle, did you watch that Gears 5 Horde?
Not yet, but I'm reading on it.
Oh, my.
I know. Listen, when you work 6 days a week and you have terrible internet connection at your job, it's kind of hard to watch anything.
Well, Kyle, I got to spoil it for you. Gears 5 Horde.
I'm reading on it, so I pretty much know.
Okay, well, Gears 5 now has they added in multiplayer. There is classes and there's kill streaks now. When you're surrounded by mad enemies, each character has a kill streak, like calling in helicopter, kill a whole bunch of enemies.
An ultimate ability. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Each character has an ultimate ability in Horde mode.
Yes.
Giving them more power to fend off the encroaching waves of enemies.
You even have Jack. You can use Jack now. If someone's not good at Gears, so Kyle, if you need help, we can have Van come and beat Jack. And the person that's Jack can heal teammates. He can pick up ammo for teammates. He can hack an enemy.
Well, you're going to be highly disappointed because I'm not a healer, so.
Out of everything I just said,
somebody else going to have to be the healer.
You give me the healer class, and I'm playing tank. And you guys are going to be like, "Oh, man, you're a healer." I'm like, "I'm a fucking tank."
And then Van goes down, and we're like, "Oh, great, we're screwed."
Well, Super John, a lot of games, after Gears, a lot of games came out with the whole Horde mode in there. And Gears does it best. But the reason Horde's fun because when you've beaten the story, when you are beating people online or when you're losing online, you have that other thing you can do co-op with your friends and try to beat them waves. And you do get ranked in the world. Like, it's fun to do. If you have a good team, it's fun to do. You know what I mean? Like,
I think we need to explain it like this, Andre. Gears was the one that started Horde mode.
Yep.
Because every other game, when they put in something that looked like Horde mode, they said, "Oh, they got a Horde mode."
Yeah.
Gears was the game that started it, and they've made Horde incredible. I will say that Horde in Gears 4 took a step back.
It did.
From Gears 3, because Gears 3 Horde mode was insane. Yeah. It was so good. So hopefully with these ultimate abilities, maybe it'll bring it up a notch. Yep. Again, Rod said that he was going to take risks.
Oh, he
this
did.
Time around with this Gears.
He did.
So,
and in this one, Kyle, now you know how you like find one spot, you place your box there, and the enemies come. Now, after a certain amount of time, they have these energy orbs. You have to bring it to another location every 10 waves. You can't stay in the same spot the whole match anymore. You have to bring it to another location now, which makes it even harder. Like,
but here's the question: can you move quickly with the box?
yes,
Because
yes.
I'm about to say, because if you are just walking slow like this, trying to get to a spot, it's gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'll celebrate their made split screen more better. Yeah, like I said, if you don't like Horde, you're not gonna play Horde. I mean, Horde's Horde. No matter what game it is now, but Gears just does it best. But if you don't like Horde and Gears, you're not gonna. This ain't gonna make you all of a sudden say I want to play Horde. It's for people that love Horde to continue to play Horde. And then they revealed the story trailer for Gears. Kyle, did you watch the story trailer?
I watched a little bit of it.
See,
I didn't want to watch too much of it.
That's the hard part about the Gears of War, because the game's only 2 weeks away, but they keep showing these freaking trailers and stuff, and I'm like, I don't really want to know what goes on with Kate, but you guys know who I am. I'm Mr. Spoiler, so I'm looking at it anyway, and it looks ridiculous, Kyle. Like, this story just looks ridiculous, man.
The story is going to be crazy, but I don't think they revealed a lot.
No.
For the story, which is good. Just don't show any more of the story trailer.
Yeah,
you got 2 weeks till the game. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Like with the entire clips, I was like, every time you show something or say something, I was like, ee.
Yeah.
Ee.
Don't do that. You're pushing buttons, because some people don't even know about Kate yet. Some people don't even know about Kate.
They were like right on the line of everything.
Yeah. Oh, and they announced more crossovers happening. There are actually Halo characters in Gears of War finally.
The Halo Reach, 2 of the Halo Reach characters, Emil and Kat.
Yes, which Halo Reach is fire, and them two are fire in Halo.
Yes,
they're in Gears of War now, and they have abilities for Horde. They actually have Halo Reach abilities for Horde.
It's gonna be quite interesting.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they're doing different things and crossovers. Xbox needs to do more because they own so much. They need to start crossing over, like they did with Killer Instinct.
So I actually had this conversation with somebody in my chat on stream one night, because they were talking about, like, I wish they did a Gears Halo crossover.
Well,
I disagree.
What do you mean, a full game?
They're talking about, like, crossing over Halo and Gears, and I said no.
If they do it like this, it's fine. If they're just
no. I'm talking like he's talking like story and stuff.
Oh, hell no.
Like no.
Hell no.
No. That would not fit at all.
No,
those
don't
are
do that.
two completely different worlds. If you've got little things like, okay, you can use Emil and Kat as a character, all right. If Terminator is a character, all right, whatever. But no.
Yeah, don't do
that. They should never make a crossover campaign game that involves Marcus Phoenix and Master Chief, because it makes zero sense.
I don't want that. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
God, just
Gears is
leave it
good
alone.
in its own light, and Halo's good in its own light. They don't have to cross.
Gears right now, I would say, and this might be a crazy thing to say.
It's true. Go ahead and say it.
Gears 5 might be more popular than Halo right now.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I think I mean, Xbox or Microsoft's always going to treat Halo like it's their Mario. They're always going to treat it like that. But Gears to me is like the Zelda.
The Zelda. I was going to say the same thing.
Which, in my opinion, the Zelda is better than the Mario.
Yeah. There's a guy speaking Spanish on here, but we don't speak Spanish, my friend.
Only English.
I wish I could, but I don't. But yeah, Kyle, the Gears just looking better. Then they announced, like I said, what else did they do? The Bard's Tale, Blair Witch, which is the game we just got word of. We just seen a trailer during E3. Blair Witch will be on Game Pass day one.
Which is huge. And before I get into that, Super John, have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining us. This last things is, but I love new FF7 stuff. Hate Predator game because I was excited for it. And finally, Death Stranding now looks terrible. I said it.
We will talk about it because Kyle,
we'll talk about that in a minute.
We'll talk about it. But yeah, Dead Cells to the Game Pass, Kyle. Blair Witch to Game Pass, Kyle. Bard's Tale.
Blair Witch isn't even. Is Blair Witch out yet?
No, it's not out yet. Day one release. It's going to be on there. Age of Empires, a big PC game, going to be on there. Devil May Cry 5, Stellaris. Woo! I mean, Game Pass is on fire right now. I know you're happy, Kyle. You finally opted in. Game Pass is a steal, dude. Like, it's just really the biggest steal. And because of it, me and Kyle already have Gears of War Ultimate Edition pre-downloaded.
Well, I mean, I got the physical copy because I need the physical.
You have to have the physical.
I have.
I have a physical myself, along the digital.
Well, I mean, we both got digital too because of Game Pass.
Yep.
So,
but overall, Battletoads they keep it under wraps. There's been off-screen gameplay, but they're still keeping Battletoads tight. Possible early next year release or the possible 2021 release, which I don't like. Yeah, I don't like that 2021 sound. But Battletoads is looking fire. And Wasteland 3, not my type of game. Gears Pops came out today, and like I told Kyle, it might be because it's Gears. And Kyle warned me about this. I said, I don't want to play this. And Kyle said, Andre, play it first. See if you like. You can't just say, I told Kyle I don't like these type of games. But because it's Gears, I think it gave me that push I needed. Because I'm loving it, Kyle. Already about 15 matches in.
I will say this: I'm not personally a mobile game person.
Yep.
Like I don't even play like the Mario ones and stuff, but I don't crap on them. They're pretty good games. And I didn't really say anything bad about the Pops thing. I just thought at first it was a little weird that they did Gears Pops. But I was like, well, it's a mobile game, so whatever.
Yep.
So,
it's
but
fun.
I think it's a good idea.
It's fun. But that's pretty much all that happened during Xbox. Oh, PUBG, more DLC.
PUBG.
I don't know if anyone even plays PUBG anymore, but on Xbox at least. But new DLC announced for pub.
And 2 new Xbox One controllers were revealed.
And they were beautiful. Whoa.
Let's see. I haven't seen the designs of them yet. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the problem with that is, Kyle, that they also showed that Xbox One that is Gears Limited Edition, which made me say, would I rather get the new controllers or just get that sexy cake controller that is frozen? It is literally ice cracks in the controller.
That cake controller looks insanely good.
I don't think it looks better, Kyle, than the red one you have.
Oh, no.
I'm just making sure we got to make that clear.
First of all, this bad boy right here that I'm about to bust out. First of all, it's an Elite controller.
He already had it on standby.
Second of all, well, I mean, I need something to play on my Xbox, you know? Look at this. This thing is just
That's one of the
beautiful.
sexiest controllers of all time, though. That's probably the sexiest controller ever made, though, Kyle.
Crimson Omen.
Yeah.
Elite. With scratches in it, make it look like the Swarm. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. That was the sexiest controller, and the console was still the sexiest console they've ever done. For both. The new one looks sexy, but they're basing it off of ice, which ice is pretty plain. It's just ice, you know what I mean? But
but that Xbox One X looks dope.
It does look sexy, but it's just
if
the Crimson Omen.
I had $500 of FU money to spend, you bet your ass I get it.
Is it 2 terabytes?
I think it's only 1. But you get Gears 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if you have never played a Gears game, there you go.
That's true.
But that's the thing, like, there's no point of someone like me getting it.
Hi, Rumby Coronet from Mixer.
Rumbly, what's going on? There's no point of me someone like me getting it.
Yeah.
Because I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, and that other one.
Only if you're trying to be a collector. Like if you're like you said with the SNES earlier. If you're a collector and you want to keep it, on the shelf, whatever, I get it. But other than that, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, if I get it, like I'd want to use it.
Yeah,
that's $500.
So on the Crimson Omen, do you use that controller when you play Gears?
Oh yeah.
See, that's what I mean. Like, if I'm getting a controller like that, I'm using it. Like, I'm using that joint off.
Yeah, but it's now. Oh, absolutely. Like I was using it for sure. Like I could have kept it in the box and sold it later on and all that stuff, but I'm like, no, this is Gears. I love this controller. This controller's it's an Elite controller.
The Kate one's not Elite, which is a downside.
It is not Elite.
I don't like that. I don't like that it's not Elite. They didn't put as much love into the controller as they did with the Crimson Omen.
No, God no. By the way, Rumbly, thank you for the host and the follows. Greatly appreciate that.
We are doing good.
We doing good. Talking a little Gamescom right now. Talking about Xbox.
Yeah.
Inside Xbox at Gamescom. Which actually, Andre, speaking of Gears, did you see what I sent you on Messenger?
Oh my! I wanted to.
I want it.
I wish I could put that image on here right now for people. Van's not in here. I wish he was in here to put that on this image right now because that's the sexiest thing.
And I want it now.
You already have a picture with one. Imagine having that one.
I have a picture with one, but I don't have it. I've always wanted. There he is. I've always wanted since Gears of War 2 when they revealed that replica one.
Yeah.
The original one. I've always wanted a replica Lancer.
Yep.
Did anyone say thank you for the follow?
Yes.
I did.
Okay,
I'm on it.
All right,
Don't
cool,
mess.
cool.
I gotta show the love for my Mixer family.
Okay, cool. I figured you did.
Oh, absolutely, especially for the Mixer family. Sorry, Twitch.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that thing you shared to me and Van was breathtaking. Can I play with you guys? What do you play? You want to talk to Dr. Eggplant on that because he's the one that's constantly on.
Yeah, he's on Mixer, so.
Yeah.
I mean, you can talk to Andre too. He's an Xbox guy.
Yeah, I am. If you're playing Gears, I'm with you. Like when Gears 5 comes out, me and Kyle will be on that together. Yeah, we're always open to that. He's playing Gears 3. You're still streaming Gears 3, right, Kyle?
Yeah, I should be done with it, but I've had technical problems, so.
And then are you gonna have enough time for 4, Kyle? I don't think you have enough
Probably
time
not.
for 4. Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to finish it. There's no.
not.
I'd have to stream after the show, and I can't because
Yeah.
I have to be at work early. So.
Yep.
Did you guys go over the Game Pass yet?
Yes, I didn't even know this was one of them. Insane. And then Blair Witch, we just seen that at freaking E3.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a.
That's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah, that game.
Devil May Cry 5 is definitely the biggest
Of course,
title on there.
course.
That's incredible.
Of course. Even though they did a poll and people are happier about the Age of Empires announcement than they are anything else on there, I'm just like, why? But I guess I get it. But the Blair Witch thing, they have a video I was gonna send to you guys. They have a group of people in a room, and they let each person play Blair Witch by themselves. Everyone said they've never been so scared. Like they are falling out their chairs. They are screaming.
So that game's already out?
No, they let them do
Yeah.
early.
Early.
Previews at Gamescom. And everyone that's played it, not one person was able to keep a straight face. This guy coming there looking like me, he's like, all of a sudden this thing happened. He's like, oh! He shakes the whole controller. I'm like, yeah, I won't be touching that game.
How did he do that again?
Oh! My name is Colin. That's Rumbly's name. Dr. Egg.
Yep, Dr. Eggplant.
But yeah, that's all Xbox did. That's all Xbox really showed. They announced some more things for games for their London thing that I'm still debating if I want to go or not. XO19 is in London, November 14th, I believe is the date. I'm not solid on that. Tickets are supposed to be like $45, but of course it sounds cheap until you have to do the plane and the hotel and the food. And I heard it is very expensive to eat out there in lovely Paris. So.
Paris?
Yeah, London.
Wrong country.
London.
Oh boy!
I heard it is very expensive out there.
In London.
Yes. So.
By the way, Van, we were waiting for you because we were hoping that you could put up the image of the Crimson Omen Lancer that I showed you.
Well, the thing was, you did that in a video, though. I don't think you can get that image.
No, that's a link.
Oh, it's a link? That thing was... How much was it?
150.
Oh.
What is it?
It's worth it.
Remember that thing he shared on...
that thing I showed you, I shared on Messenger.
Oh, so, what was it?
Gears Custom Lancer, probably.
Oh, that's right. It was only an image. I forgot. Because the link I tried clicking on didn't work. I was like, you bastards.
What do you guys play on Xbox One? I play everything.
Gears.
I play everything. Whatever game you could think of, I play it and I beat them. Like, I don't play with my games. But Gears is my favorite game on Xbox One.
I mean, technically you do play with your games.
I don't play.
Is it this one?
When I play, that is it, yes. That is it. I cannot mistake that image.
Oh my god, this thing is so pretty.
I can't mistake that.
It's red and black.
The best two colors.
I need this in my life.
Is that what you're talking about, Kyle?
Uh-huh.
Kyle, can you see it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
I'm about
That
to
thing is.
pre-order that thing after the show.
He's pre-ordering it right now. While he's
Yeah,
looking
he is.
down.
He's-
No, after the show. Not doing it right now. I'm just looking out there.
But it's not bad. It's only 150.
That's what I've said. I didn't know it was that cheap.
It's so pretty.
It's by PDP, huh?
That's
Okay.
By
beautiful.
PDP.
I would love to have that hanging up here.
They make controllers.
Yeah, that
They
thing
do make
is-
controllers. That's not an actual controller, though.
No, no.
Shout out to PDP for that beautiful lantern. But yeah, that's
my
all
God.
from Xbox. Xbox, they're gonna announce more stuff. They said EXO London, Aaron Greenberg, which is the I forget what he does at Xbox, but he has made it clear that this London thing they're doing, they will have a lot of reveals. They'll have a lot of gameplay on things, which is cool to know because this is Xbox is pretty much PSX. This is Microsoft's version. Let's see what they do. I mean, a lot of people say they're gonna do something, but then when it happens, you don't get no surprises. So let's see what happens. On November 14th. Hopefully I'm there. But that was all that happened from Microsoft, and you can go on to whatever's next.
Google Stadia.
Yep. Yep. So a couple big reveals for game titles. The titles are just getting better and better. I play PS4. I'm the PS4 guy. These guys do play PS4, but they don't play it like that.
It's not my main.
We have Cyberpunk 2077 was the big game that they announced.
Not surprised.
Yep. They showed some Samurai Showdown, which they announced. These 3 games they announced, so I don't know why this is on the list. But Samurai Showdown, MK11, and they showed a bunch more Doom Eternal.
I'm not really surprised with this stuff.
Yeah. But the Cyberpunk, I'm very surprised. I'm absolutely kind of dumbfounded.
You're surprised about Cyberpunk?
I'm
Yeah.
surprised. I'm actually surprised
Yeah.
about all of them, and the only reason why this system already not.
I'm not
hardcore.
surprised now. I was surprised when they announced it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised with each announcement.
No. But even
Cyberpunk was big to me, Kyle. Like I know what Van's saying.
Oh, we didn't show the controllers.
Oh, I didn't know you had the images for them. We talked about them too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God, that one.
Andre,
right
get
there.
on your game.
That
Look at
one
that
right
thing.
there.
That thing's gorgeous.
Oh my God, that
Both of them are gorgeous.
They have sweat pads built into them, so your hands don't get that freaking. Yeah.
Sweat pads.
But anyways, I know what Van's saying. So for a console to come out this fast and it have such a strong backing, I didn't think Cyberpunk was gonna come like this. Like, not same day as every other. You know, I thought it would be like maybe 6-7 months down the road, maybe, but. This is kind of big, man. I mean, people love this Google Stadia and it's not out, and people trust it. And that's the biggest thing. If you have a trust system and a backing, that's how you become a big console. Xbox, coming out when it did. Sony, Google's.
Very good, strong start so far.
Yeah, Google's pretty much letting people know we're here to stay.
Yep.
Like we're here to play the game. I don't know how it's gonna work, but at least they got a backing.
I'm not really surprised by this though. Mm-hmm. Like honestly, I'm not really surprised that they got games like Cyberpunk and Mortal Kombat and all these big games because 1, it's Google.
Yeah.
And 2, if you're going to compete with Sony, if you're going to try to compete with Sony and Microsoft, then yeah, you kind of have to get these games and give.
But it doesn't mean that
reason.
It doesn't mean that they will though. That's the whole thing. It's great that they are. But it doesn't mean that they will, because nothing was making them do this. And
it doesn't mean that they will, but they're.
So it's good that they're
these
on
are
track.
These are all third party.
Yeah.
They're doing
companies that they're targeting, which is obviously the move that they should be doing.
Right. Which is great though. That's a great sign that they're doing the things that they should be doing.
Oh well, I would do the same thing because they don't have anything exclusive.
Well, they have 3 games exclusive that we know of so far.
Which is
the one they just not that Orcs thing. Orcs 3, Orcs Must Die 3 is exclusive to them now. Then they had 2 games they showed at their event. Mm-hmm. The one where you're like out of space. It looks almost like that Falcon one for PlayStation VR, but they have their own version of that. They showed I can't remember the name, but it looked pretty cool. Then they had the one with the girl fighting the giants. So they got some stuff that I think that's what's surprising to me. Not cyberpunking them. It's more of that they are really going through with this. Like I thought this was going to be a Ouya situation, or a Steambox situation.
So if I can be honest though, if anything, they don't want to do this first party crap. Like they need a strong third party games because what's going to happen is their responsibility should be getting people to be able to play the games they love
Exactly.
on anything,
Yeah.
on anything, without the big power of that, and then being able to play it on the phone, because that's where the niche is going to be,
Yeah.
is playing it on the go.
Yeah.
Imagine Nintendo comes out with an app, and it's Stadia. It's a Stadia app that you can play on the Switch.
Nah, they don't need it. Nintendo's
They definitely don't need it. Nintendo would never do
But
that.
Xbox is you're gonna be able to play
yeah, you're gonna be playing
PlayStation,
Xbox.
Xbox games on the Nintendo. So someone made a comment and said, "Do you think this benefits Xbox more than the Nintendo?" And I said, "Most certainly not.
No,
No.
it's
Most
no.
certainly not.
It
It benefits Nintendo way more.
This is why Phil Spencer came out and said, because they kept asking, like, are y'all just gonna keep giving out?
It doesn't hurt. It
exclusives?
doesn't hurt Xbox, but
Yeah, like, but people kept asking, are y'all just gonna give out exclusives now? It's like, is that the new thing? And they're like, don't mistake what we're doing with Nintendo as giving out exclusives. Like, we're giving indie games that deserve to be on another platform. So like,
Right.
Cuphead and Ori fit on there.
yeah,
You know
people
what I mean? Like,
people are forgetting what games are indies and what games aren't.
you're not getting Gears
Like-
and Halo on the Switch.
Like Hellblade is an indie game.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know,
exactly.
people forget that when they see that game because it's
'Cause
so.
it doesn't look like. I mean, it doesn't look
The
like
development of it doesn't look like even Ori. Like
Yeah.
Ori does not look like that's what our indie games look like now.
Yep. But listen, Google City is not something I get day one. If I had the money, I would get that Founders Pack because you get like the whole.
I have to order that for the shop.
But I'm not.
so we can
I
get
want
it.
to see how this goes. The controller looks like an Xbox controller, somewhat. And the games they're showing off, like they're really advertising the hell out of Doom Eternal, and I don't know. Let's see what it's like. I don't want it to flop. Like I do want another console in the race, even though it's not technically a console. I like another big guy in the race. We already have PlayStation, we have Xbox, we have Nintendo. So why not get another guy in there? But like Van said, we can't start off with exclusive. They got to get third party because that's what people are most concerned about right now. So.
Well, I totally agree with that. I just think it's that Stadia is just not something for me.
It's probably not for me.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
Because I already have a PS4. I already have an Xbox One X.
Yeah.
I already have a Switch. Like, I have a good amount of stuff that I already have and already deal with.
I think they're trying to get the people that don't have those or are undecided between them.
Oh, absolutely. I know who they're targeting.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yeah.
It's just for somebody like me
And it's super dumb cheap.
Wouldn't get it.
Super dumb cheap.
wouldn't get it because I already have all this
Less
other
than
stuff.
$200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. I'm not saying it's not
$10 a month.
affordable, and I'm not saying, but we've talked about it before too. That if you want to run this effectively, and you're looking for 4K gaming, like you gotta buy the other stuff that comes with it,
That comes with it. It's not
like
just hooking up a console.
your super powerful router
Yeah.
and your modem that runs gigabit.
Yep.
Plus, you probably need gigabit internet.
Which people
You
to
need
get
a lot of stuff if you want to run 4K.
Do you
Not
have
saying you
Xfinity?
can't run it on 720p.
Do you have Kyle? Do you have Xfinity or Verizon?
I have Comcast
Neither.
Xfinity.
Y'all have Xfinity? Oh, no, you have Cox. I forgot, but that's
Cox.
that's
Yeah, I have
still a
Cox.
part of the Comcast line, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a branch off. Or is
Yes, I have Cox.
Anyone that has Xfinity, they have the new modem that legit tells you it will show a red square on the side now for gaming consoles. If it's green, that means your consoles are all good to go in the house. If it's yellow, that means there's some that's taken up, and then if it's red, that means you're not ready to do streaming or any of that. I just got that in my house. Excellent. Like, cause I have 6 Xboxes in my house, and when like 4 of us are on, it's green. But then when like one more comes on, it's like yellow, like letting us know, okay, you guys, you kind of pushing the boundaries now. So with this Google Stadia, my fear is what happens when you put that on.
I think you guys are thinking too much into it because like the smaller devices are able to handle way more now. Like, for example, they have the Chromecast HD, 4K, and that thing is like nothing. Fire Stick, but it's not Fire Stick. It's something else that does 4K, and people are getting 4K streams on next to nothing, like 15 megabits. You know what I mean? Like, it's a little.
Well,
laggy,
I'm just saying, like if someone doesn't have the internet,
yeah.
you have to get the upgrade on the internet.
Yep. No, that's a lot. There's
You know what
a
I'm
lot.
saying? Like,
no, there's a lot.
It's nothing against it. Like I said, I'm with Kyle.
Right.
It's not for me, but I get anyone that doesn't have or doesn't want to keep paying for Xbox or PlayStation. I get it completely. I wouldn't be mad. I want to see what it's like. When you get in here, I'm gonna come by day one and see what it's like. I think it's for someone like my mother, this would be real good for her because she hates all the wires and the hooking up. This should be great for my mom. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm excited for being able to do it on my laptop. That's
yeah. And we were talking about this. I remember us three talked about this when the rumor came up when the guy from Xbox had signed on to Google, and we were like, Google's coming out with a console way back, like 3 years
Phil
ago,
Harrison.
2 years. Yeah, like we were like they're coming out with a console. We just kept saying like how they're gonna do it. Well, guess what? It's literally a month away, 2 months away from launch. So.
okay. So this process isn't a new one. We already have things that exist like that, like Shadow.
Yeah.
But Shadow is like it's a remote computer.
Yeah.
It's not.
And it's
not
still
an
not the
actual game
name.
sim.
It's still not the
Right.
name of Google. Like Google is just that name alone carries a lot.
A lot of weight. So, all right. Let's get into opening night live. There was a lot that pretty much happened on here. The first announcement one of the announcements they had was The Witcher 3 on Switch.
Yep, I told people like years back it was happening.
Yeah, didn't they show? No, that was.
Well, they already
Skyrim.
showed that at E3, but they pretty much, I think they revealed the release date.
Yeah. What was the release date?
And in October
It's October. I want to say October
17th.
15th.
Question mark.
This is finally the chance for you to play Witcher.
Give me a minute.
This is finally the chance for Kyle to play Witcher. I want y'all to play The Witcher.
I mean, technically, I've had The Witcher for a while on Xbox. I just never played it.
But now this is your chance so you don't have
It's
an
kind of
excuse.
bad, but I should have played it a long time ago. October 15th.
Yep, you was right.
Nice. So
That was big.
I'm so smart.
Witcher 3, that's a good one. Like Nintendo is just like they're going back and grabbing games that they missed out on.
Let's forget the Wii U ever existed.
Yeah.
And let's just erase all our faults with
Yeah.
the Switch. That's
The
what they
Wii
did.
what?
The Wii, huh?
The Wii, huh?
The Wii U?
Let's skip.
I remember the Wii.
Let's skip the next one for right now. And Call of Duty Modern Warfare for free alpha is available on PS4 tomorrow. So I think this Call of Duty may be the best Call of Duty that's going to come out. There's a lot to talk about other
You
than the
create
controversy.
your own gun for multiplayer.
They now put not modes, but they put classes.
Yep.
So now like you have to specifically do something.
That's the new way of multiplayer.
Yeah.
That's Gears is doing it now. Like that's the new way of multiplayer. Keep multiplayer fresh. Make characters be good at something.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I have a big dude that's my size, Vinny, and you have someone your size? Your guy does the same thing mine does. You should be able to be better than me at something like run faster, but I should be able to break through walls or something. Like I like it.
Yep. What's that next one? Degenerate.
Oh, I know that distingration, something like that.
It's like supposed to be like a first-person shooter game.
Yeah.
I thought it was Destiny. Didn't it look like Destiny?
It looked like that. I was like, I just seen Destiny on Xbox's thing, and no, it wasn't Destiny.
Yeah, I was like, is this Destiny? Like the guy even had a helmet like Destiny, like a
Oh,
Guardian.
you're talking about Disintegration.
Yeah, Disintegration. So I guess this is supposed to be pretty interesting.
We'll see.
I like how they spelled it with dis and integration. So
Yeah.
they integrate things to each other. Nice.
Civilization. That was a huge game back in the day, so they're coming out with a new Civilization game.
Yeah.
Predator, which
Underwhelming.
they talked about it. You think so?
Underwhelming.
You guys are You guys think it was both of us underwhelming?
I was so excited for Predator, but now I'm losing my.
I had no feeling for it because I didn't know they didn't show anything in this one. Like I'm like, oh, that looks good.
Well, because the first one we seen was like just. Remember, we came up with thoughts of
trailer.
what it could be.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, what if you can do like the Jason game?
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's that.
No,
But
it's like that.
It is, but it's like.
But it's PvPVE.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just I gotta see more on it. But as of right now, my hype from what I thought I was gonna get.
Something looked off with the graphics.
That's what it was. It didn't look like a new game. Like it just.
It looked like a PS3.
Yeah. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, a lot of people, the general consensus is that it was very underwhelming
Yeah.
for them, and they didn't like it.
I don't know what everyone expected. Like
I just expected better graphics.
I wasn't.
That was all for me.
I wasn't very in for it. I think Deadlight is pretty cool, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know, like I don't expect too much from it.
Yeah, but Dead by Daylight is very, very popular.
Especially the DLC they just added.
But it's just because that was the first of its kind.
You see the DLC they added?
I didn't see the new
Stranger
DLC.
Things.
Stranger Things DLC.
Oh, you know what? I think I did hear about that.
That's crazy.
I think I did hear
If
about
you love Stranger Things like me and Van do, then you would know fighting some demigorgons and crap is going to be pretty fun.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's cool. It's a cool game, but like it's because it's first of a kind.
Yeah.
And I think that's why Predator is kind of getting the okay. We've seen this.
Yeah. That could be it too. Kerbal Space.
Yeah, 2. So this is the first one.
Yeah, I didn't like the first one. So
Really? I've never even seen the first one.
I don't like it.
Kerbal Space Pro. I've never even heard of it.
It's terrible.
Yeah,
It's terrible.
that's what I'm saying. Oh, this one, you've seen this though, right? Did you see this?
Green aliens.
It was the one with the
suits.
rocket, and they
Yeah.
showed the little aliens on
That
space,
game's trash, man.
and then all of a sudden it shows
Apparently, I shouldn't have to say. Andre just said that game's trash.
I hate it.
Yeah, no, they didn't show the game at
Probably
all.
all of our favorite gameplay shown from.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking
When
about.
I seen this in the corner of my eye, and I automatically rewound it. Little Nightmares 2.
It looks.
Oh.
Now I have to buy and play Little Nightmares 1. I have to
Oh, you
immediately.
haven't played it yet?
No. I have to beat it. I have to play it because now it just intrigues me more because there's a very deep, in-depth story that is to this game.
I'm not going to say nothing because I'll end up spoiling if I talk. But beating Little Nightmares 1, that's all I'm going to say. I can't wait for 2. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, so now they make it multiplayer.
Yep.
So that's very, very interesting. So they have Little Nightmares.
Agreed.
Little Nightmares came off the Switch, right? Because that's when I was bugging out.
Yep.
It did.
I'm going to have to pay. How much is that? Is that $39.99?
No, it's 15, 20. It's in that bracket.
If it's 15, I'll buy it today.
15, 20.
Let's see, Little Nightmares.
I got it for $8, dude. It was on Xbox for $8, man. I had to get it. You were the one that told me to get that game. Then I got it and I was like,
Yep. That was one of my most anticipated games.
Oh, it is $30.
30, yeah. Just a FYI, Walmart never sells games at full price.
That is true.
They don't sell $59.99 now. They sell them brand new games for $49.99. So,
They sell brand new games for $49.99 now.
Yep, Fire Emblem, $49.99.
$10 off.
Yep.
Well, Walmart, you got my attention.
Yep. I didn't
No.
notice that until Bones brought it up in chat, and I was like, no, and then he took a picture. I was like, oh, okay, it is. I was like, but it didn't always used to be that way. Like this has just happened within like the last couple
He
weeks.
works there, so he knows.
Like this just happened the last couple weeks. Because me and Felix were sitting there looking, and I was like, I don't want to spend $60 on 2 games. Because that's when I was debating on which game I was going to get for the Switch.
It happened in the last couple weeks, huh? It's very interesting.
Why? Oh, because of what's going down. Now that's kind of
that's very interesting.
That's
still boycotting.
That's kind of what I thought, actually.
Make up for your
I'm
statement.
still
But
boycotting.
they didn't do just video games though. It
No,
was
no.
everything.
No. They don't want to promote that, but they'll promote the other crap. No, I don't care.
It was
Nope.
funny. One of my friends on Facebook posted a picture of empty Walmart shelves for video games, and I told him immediately. I said, "Just so you know, this is fake.
Yeah.
Like this is 100% fake because Walmart is not doing this. Like Walmart is not taking their
They
games
took
off
their
the shelves."
statement right back after they said
Yeah.
it. They knew it was.
So I was like, and then he goes, "Thanks," and he actually took down the post. I was like, "Well, you don't have to take that." I was like, "You don't have to take down the post. Like I'm not telling you to take down the post. I'm just."
No, you saved him.
I don't want you, you know what I mean, to fall into a false pretense and then fall into this persona of fake news. Like, that's not real. It's not. And I wasn't even going to comment. Usually I leave shit like that alone, but I couldn't. Not with video games. I couldn't. That's why I had to be like, this is 100% fake. Walmart is not doing this.
Yep.
I was like, a worker went in there, took all everything, or they were what they call modding it, putting up new stuff and setting up for new things, and just took a picture of it empty, and then they're using that. Like, or someone not even at Walmart could have just took an empty picture. Like, could have been after Black Friday.
Yep.
Right.
You know?
People shouldn't do crap like that. That makes your whole body jump.
That's false.
Something like that. If I saw it, I'd been like, yeah, that's fake.
Yeah, I was pretty upset about it, but not person, but upset that happened. Like
That happened.
Yeah, like-
Well, it's the internet. What do you expect?
Need for Speed Heat. How do you guys feel about this?
Okay, Need for Speed's been trash for like 15 years now.
No,
but
not that long.
It ain't been 15 years.
It's been a while.
I'm
but,
exaggerating.
Yeah.
But this looks kind of like Underground 2, Van.
It does.
And that's why I'm excited. It looks like Underground. The first thing I thought, I said, I wonder if Van thinks it's going to look like Underground.
Yes.
Yes. And it looks like Underground 2.
I was a huge Underground and Most Wanted fan.
This is Underground 2, Most Wanted, and Midnight Club. It seems like it has a combination of them three.
Damn.
If that's the case, I'm backing Need for Speed.
This could be like the best racing
It could.
game ever.
It could. Because people, listen, there's nothing wrong with tracks, Kyle, but people miss them street racing, man. Like, even in Fast and Furious, people miss the damn street races.
Yeah.
Now it ain't street racing no more.
Dude, I love the street racing.
So, yeah. Need for Speed Heat. Looks like they're bringing the heat.
Dude, Underground 2, that was the first space racing game since Gran Turismo 2 that I got super addicted to.
Same here.
Super addicted.
Same
like, I
here.
couldn't stop playing it.
Underground 2 is fire.
Yeah.
Putting the rims on your car and come on, man.
Yeah, it was so dope. Now they're already allowing you to edit your car right now.
Which is crazy. I was like, I gotta download it.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I do have to download the tools so that way I can. But like, I'm very interested in this game, and I like the theme, the style of what they're going for the mood.
Yeah, I miss arcade races. Like, I don't want to just be realistic all the time. Like, Forza is the best car game there is, but it's so
Too real.
realistic.
Yeah.
I want a street race, man. I want to be able to drive my Camaro and beat Van in his Mustang because I feel like Van's a Mustang.
No, hell no. I hate Mustangs so bad. You know what I call Mustangs? Mustangs is the fake muscle car. Like, you wear fake muscles under your shirt.
The SpongeBob muscles.
Yeah. Do you know more females, and this is not a sexist thing at all, but like guys always try to make it like, oh, this is a manly car. Actually, statistically, more females own Mustangs than males.
Yeah, because they're so pretty. They call them the pretty car. I'm a Camaro guy. I love.
My father had a Camaro. My father he had an IROC, which was the sister car Camaro. He had an IROC Z28, and it was a 98. It was an 88, and it was one out of 100 88s that were sold in Massachusetts.
That's crazy.
And they sent all but 25 back, and my father's was one of them. And it was black and gold with the black and gold rims. And so think about it, this is 88, right? He just got rid of it last year. It got damaged because someone ran into him and chaos, but so it was damaged. But the engine only had 34,000 miles on it.
What? From 88? Mm-hmm. What?
34,000 miles. That car was so naturally loud.
Yeah.
Those you could hear it at least a half a mile down the street before it came.
That's crazy.
Everybody knew my dad was coming. That car was no joke. I learned how to drive in that car, and like I thought every car was a piece of shit after that because like you tap the gas pedal, it was like
your whole thing lifted up like Fast and Furious.
Like every time you tap the gas pedal, so like I had to learn the really bad way. And one day I broke down, and my wife had to come pick me up, and I had the car, obviously, and this was like my daughter was a baby at this time, so I was in college. I was like 21, and my wife had to pick me up, and I picked me up off of 140, and I'm on the side of the road, and I'm like, do I hear my fucking father's car? I was like, please tell me she didn't drive my father's car. She pulls to the side of the road of my father's car. I said, move to the passenger side. Move to the She wouldn't move.
Let me drive.
She wouldn't move. She's like, I like this.
Of course.
I was like, no, you're going to kill us. I was like, this is not a toy.
I hear that.
This car is not a toy. Camaros are no joke.
Well, maybe you can bring it back to life with this Need for Speed Heat.
Nah, Dodge Viper's my baby.
Yeah.
Dodge Vipers was my favorite car in the entire
I'll
world.
I'll see you. I'll make a Camaro SS. Let's go.
Oh, dude.
Boy.
I'll make a Dodge Viper Venom 800R. That's 1,000 horsepower. You're talking about 0 to 10 in 2.3 seconds.
Kyle, what car are you making? Let's get on this Need for Speed, man.
Are you sure you want to do that, Andre?
Kyle's gonna make a Camry.
I mean, the last game that you were talking shit about that involved racing.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh, something happened.
Here we
Couple
go.
times.
Here we go.
Oh man.
I'm just
This could
saying.
be our game, boys. This could be one of our
That'd be
games.
real fun to play, especially if the online is like Forza, where you can race through the streets and
Yeah.
first to get to line. That'd be fun.
I could definitely see this being one of our games.
I'd have to find my inner 2002 self since I played the shit out of the original Need for Speed Underground.
Yep.
Yes.
I'd have to find the 2002 self.
Exactly.
Back.
I think we all will because we none of us have liked Need for Speed for a long time now.
Pretty much since then.
Yeah.
I hope they come out with it for the Switch. I'd buy it for the Switch.
Wow.
I'd buy it for the Switch because of the fact that I would want to grind it so much that I would want to play it on the go.
It's just if they do it on the Switch, the online won't be as smooth and the graphics won't look as great.
The graphics definitely won't look as great.
Oh, forget the graphics.
But I would get it solely because I want it to go.
Yeah, of course.
Unless I can get it on Stadia.
Oh God.
No,
Or
I
you could
wouldn't.
just get it on
I wouldn't
Project
play
X.
it. I wouldn't play that.
Wait for Project X, and then you could play it.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Project X.
If anything, I would do it on Project X.
Yeah.
I would.
We'll see. But I think it would be fun to play. And did they give a release date for it?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. Can you look up?
That's a spring game.
I don't think they did one, but could be wrong. Could
I hope nothing else comes out this year.
wrong.
There's too many coming
Oh
out.
no, there's a lot of stuff still left to come out.
This year's too much, man. I don't need no other games coming out.
November 8th.
Oh,
This year? Oh.
This year.
This-
Too many games coming out.
You know what's weird about this year? This year doesn't have a lot of great games coming out, but it has a lot of games coming out. Like there's not a
Wow.
compared to
Whoa.
last year. Compared to last year.
Whoa.
Compared to last year.
Wait a minute.
Compared to
wait a
last
minute.
year.
Whoa.
Compared to last year, Kyle.
Wait a
Dude,
minute.
Pokemon?
No. Time out.
Go ahead, talk to me.
What you mean?
Let's
no
talk. Let's talk.
Gears.
No,
First of all-
no, like number one games of all time games, like except Gears 5. But other than that, what else, Kyle? What else? What else other than Gears 5?
Borderlands 3.
I was just gonna say Gears, Borderlands,
Yeah, Gears,
Link's
Borderlands.
Pokemon.
Link's Awakening's not. The Link's
Doom
Awakening's not there. Link's Awakening's not there.
Doom Eternal.
See, I'd be careful with Doom Eternal because that could be hit or miss. It is a really good game.
Okay, but
Nah,
Doom
Doom's not
Eternal
there. That's
looks
kinda-
cool.
Doom's not going to be a nominee.
That's kinda-
Doom's not going to be a nominee.
It will be
Kyle.
on a
Because
nominee for
there's so many
shooters.
good games.
For action game, it would be
Yeah.
nominated. You're right, but I'm talking about game of the years, Kyle. God of War and Red Dead was last year, Kyle.
Something gotta get nominated.
God of War and Red Dead was last year, Kyle. Is
Shadows,
there any
Shadows Don't
game
Die
near God of
Twice.
War? Is
Shit.
there any game near God of War?
Shadows Don't Die Twice.
That's up there. That's
Shadows
up there.
Don't Die Twice.
That's up there.
What else came out that I said was gonna win Game of the Year? There was a game that came out this year, and I was like, I think there's nothing. that's gonna
Resident Evil 2, Devil May Cry 5.
be- Devil May Cry 5. That's
Devil
what
May
I
Cry
said.
5's up
For
I said Devil May Cry.
real?
See now what? Now that Devil May Cry 5 is a free-to-play game, free game, I don't think it's gonna win Game of the Year. And
No,
it's
that
not
gives
taking-
them more
No,
of a
it's on
chance.
Game Pass, not free to play.
Yeah, well, Game Pass. That's what I mean. Now it's on Game Pass. I don't think it's gonna win Game of the Year.
It has a chance, man. I mean,
Why does it matter if it's on
I
Game
just I don't know why. I don't know
Pass?
why.
That doesn't make sense, man.
I know it doesn't, but I'm okay.
That's just
I'm telling you.
That's just the thing.
So
Not
now,
to go-
if it doesn't
not to
win
go
Game of the
bananas.
Year, right?
Yes.
Am I wrong?
If it wins Game of the
If
Year,
it doesn't win Game of the Year,
it just doesn't win
say
Game of
if
the Year.
it's not nominated. It's
I don't
better.
think it matters.
If it's not, do you think it's not going to be nominated for Game of the Year?
I think no matter what, it'll definitely.
No,
win
it'll
Game
be
of the Year.
nominated.
Okay. So Devil May Cry, Sekiro.
Unless-
Ooh, but I don't know because again, we have
Oh,
Pokemon.
Sekiro.
We got Shadows Don't Die Twice. We have, dude. See, I don't know if it's even up there anymore.
No. So think about it. Devil May
Shadow
Cry.
Don't Die Twice is Sekiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Devil
know,
May
that's
Cry.
why I say
Listen.
Devil- that's
Devil
why I
May
say-
Cry. Sekiro.
Yeah.
Let me think what else. If Kyle wants to put Resident Evil.
Resident
2 in
Evil
there.
2.
Resident Evil 2.
It's not going up there.
It's not going to be up there. But
You
Kyle
don't think
wants
Resident Evil 2
I-
is
It's
a
not gonna-
nominee
it's
right
not-
now?
I don't.
It's not
I
going to be
don't.
there, Kyle. It's not going to be there. You still
You
got.
don't think it's a nominee right now? though?
Because
you
it's a
still have.
remake.
You still have Gears coming out, Kyle, which can be nominated.
If they do it,
Well,
then I think
we
it
do have to
deserves it.
find. Actually, all right. So we do have to find out if remakes will be considered for Game
That-
of the
but
Year.
that's what
that
I'm
will be
saying.
the question.
Yeah.
That's what I
Because-
mean. And even if it is, will people consider it that? Because remember, this is like the people's votes. Like, will it be nominated?
That we'll see. I like because that is true. We did talk about like should remakes be Game of the Year.
Yeah.
We have talked about that.
Yeah.
So we'll find out.
Yeah.
I
This,
just-
this will definitely be the year at all
If-
years if we should find out.
If I put
Absolutely.
this year's big three against last year's big three, I think God of War, Red Dead, and Spider-Man beat out the 3 games this year. As of right now, I think they beat out Sekiro. I think they beat out. So the big 3 this year: Devil May Cry, Sekiro, and I don't know. Just throw one more.
Pokemon. You guys are forgetting.
Okay. So say
in
Pokemon.
No, yeah,
Gears.
right.
Pokemon
Wait,
and
I'm not.
Gears.
Whoa, I'm
All right,
not.
so say Pokemon.
Those two games by themselves.
No, they are, but does that compare to last year's Big Three?
I
Last year's Big
I
Three
think
was
so.
crazy. Last year's Big Three was
First of all,
insane.
Pokemon is
First of
like
all-
probably the most played video game in the world, in the history of video games.
I don't know if Pokemon's be nominated for Game of the Year though. I think they might nominate it for.
We have to wait and see.
They might say Action Adventure Game of the Year.
I think that's crazy if people don't nominate that. We've been dying our entire lifetime
I
to
agree.
play
I
Pokemon
agree.
on a console.
I agree.
Uh-huh.
I think I do believe like this game isn't being talked about enough. There's something going on that's wrong with gamers that this
Because
isn't being talked about
everybody
enough.
is hating the fact that
Yeah.
not every single Pokemon is going to
Yeah.
be in this game.
Yeah.
So now they're all upset about it.
Yeah.
And now they're just going to shit on it
Yeah.
because they have to make these
People
pretty
are-
things.
people are
Even though
cornballs.
a lot of gamers like pretty things
Yeah.
and all this other shit. It's just a bunch of hypocrisy with those people. Let's put it this way. Let the game come out and let's see how it plays. Because you know for damn sure this boy, day one, got that game already pre-ordered.
Yep. Definitely.
Well, but like I said, I mean, this year I want to see with us having Borderlands and Gears and all the remaining games. A lot of the games this year, besides Devil May Cry and Sekiro, have been like even Kingdom Hearts 3 being as big as it's supposed to be. They came and they didn't wow people. They were like, okay, they're good, but let's see what Pokemon, let's see what Gears. Remember, fans can't hold a game back from being nominated. If there is that half of fans for Pokemon that are being dicks, that can keep Pokemon from being nominated. If there's that half of people that hate Gears just because it's an Xbox exclusive, that can be a hit and miss. That's my fear. And last year, last year you couldn't do that. Like the top 5 for last year, you couldn't argue that. No matter if you wanted to, no matter how much you want to hate, the ones that were up there belong. They all were there, and even fans. There was no fan that hated any of the top 5 that were up there last year. Not any of them.
I don't see, and here's the problem: unless it blows everybody out of the water, I don't see Gears 5 being up there.
It won't because
It won't.
I don't know. If it's gonna be good, then I think it's not even a question it being up there.
Yeah, but even the greater games of Gears weren't even up there. Like Gears 2 and 3 weren't even nominees. That's what I'm saying. People just hate on it because it's an exclusive franchise and it's Xbox, and that automatically puts it down.
Gears of War. I'm making the statement, and I think it's a totally truth statement. I'm not even questioning this. Gears of War has the most underrated storyline of any gaming series.
Yeah, we talked.
No,
about
it does.
Yeah.
It does.
By far.
It's a movie.
People don't realize how deep that series
It's a
kind
movie.
of gets.
It's a movie, man. It really is a movie the whole time.
Like, people want to shit on it, like, oh, it's just, like Jarhead and all this. No, it's not that. It's nowhere near that.
It's because they see the design of the characters and how they're all bulky. They figure it's like that Unreal Tournament status, but
it's nowhere near that.
We'll
That
see.
storyline so far, even up to this one, has been good.
yeah, they never failed on the storyline. Except even Judgment's storyline was terrible, but it wasn't bad. Like I've had games that were way worse than that. It wasn't terrible. It just shouldn't have been made. But
Judgment's storyline was about a story about Baird, and nobody really
no one cares about Baird.
Baird
That's
that
the problem.
much.
That was the problem. But like I said, Need for Speed November, all these games crammed in like this right now that
I think it's good. I think it's okay.
it's hard because it's
Sucks because all the money you gotta spend.
yeah. I mean, it's not even. It's like the money for me.
Yeah.
It's like it sucks, but it's just when am I gonna play this stuff? Like you said, if I want to play Need for Speed, man, just like you asked me and Kyle about Borderlands, how do I balance Borderlands 3 and Gears 5 in the same frame? Like how is that even possible for me to do?
You don't.
You don't. It's almost like you have to pick what you're going to dedicate to. And I have to pick Gears because I'm more of a Gears fan than Borderlands, but I want to play both. But I got to beat the story for Gears. I got to be nasty in multiplayer. I got to beat the Horde with some people. Like, help me, man. Help.
Well, we got to get on to the last topic because it's already 8 o'clock now. Because we've already talked about Gears.
Yeah.
Death Stranding. So they showed a pretty fair amount. They showed another big push. I want to say they showed another keynote for Death Stranding. And Sakaru said that he's going to show even more. What conference?
Tokyo Game Show.
Tokyo Game Show. So I think we're going to see the rest, the final, whatever else we need to know.
Is that the is that the is the Tokyo Game Show the same as PSX or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, Tokyo Game Show is like the E3 of Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
That's huge. I think that's in November.
Same time as EXO.
I think so.
Yeah.
So I'll let you say because I know Kyle has.
Andre, do you want to go first or you want me
Yeah,
to go
because I'm
first?
not gonna be long with it. The last thing they showed for Death Stranding, I kept telling you guys, even though that latter part bothered man, that latter part bothered me from the last trailer for months. I just seen
Why?
remind me of Minecraft. Like he didn't take it out of his bag. Like it was like Minecraft, like when you go to the wheel and then the ladder appears in front of you. Then that was the only thing that bothered me about the last one. But I liked the game. Then I watched this one. Can I just say this, Vanicom?
You like the gameplay?
Of the last one, the one I didn't say I liked the
Oh,
gameplay.
not the Gamescom one.
Yeah, not the Gamescom one. I'm talking about the other one.
Okay.
Was it TGS? They showed that one. I like that one
No, that was probably E3.
probably. But anyways. I
Oh
like
no!
that
Oh,
one.
wait, did they show Death Stranding?
No,
Oh,
it was
yeah,
right
they
before E3. Remember they did it a few days before E3.
did. Yes, during that.
Um,
Yeah, that one.
I like that one. I said I'm gonna get the game. Not pre-order it. I go through a process. I go through. I want to play it. If it was on Game Pass, I would. Then I go through. I want to pre-order it. Then I go through. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna rent this. Blah blah whatever. After this one, they showed that Van put that you put us on to because you've seen it before us. After watching it, I think this is gonna be in the same category of Detroit Become Human and the same category of what's the zombie game? Days Gone. That it's a game that people like, not a game that people love, not a console seller, not a groundbreaking game. It's just going to be a game to play, to carry over. I lost my interest factor for it by a lot. I felt it just didn't wow me. It didn't make. I wish they just left that when they did before E3. I would have been better off that way, still not knowing what I was going into. But because they showed more and I didn't like it, now it's like I'll play this game when it becomes a PlayStation Gold game.
Yep.
That's what I got to say about it.
Okay, so the trailer or the gameplay. All right, so pretty much what did they do? We introduced more characters.
Yep.
Which is pretty much what they've been doing the last 3
mother
years.
of a baby that is in the other dimension.
Yep.
They showed the wait, they're called the BBs.
BBs,
now.
but it's
Yep.
something baby. It stands for something baby.
Bridge baby.
Bridge babies.
It does count for yes, it does.
Bridge
Yes,
baby.
bridge
I can,
baby.
I
Thank
can
you.
brain fart.
I mean, that's the only thing I like about it, is that they call them the BBs.
Yeah, the babies. It
Because
sounds
our
like-
little core of like streamer friends that me and Roland have, we call like hi BB.
The BBs.
Yeah,
Which
no,
I think is funny, but it's
kind of funny does that too. They're like babies.
Hey BB.
It's like French.
Um,
I'm French baby.
but anyway, back other than the BBs,
Digress.
I digress. They introduced more characters. Jeff Keighley is in the game.
So is he officially in the game, or was he just in that thing?
I think he's in it.
That is his model in the game, but somebody else does the voice.
Yeah.
Why he didn't do the voice,
Yeah,
I don't know.
well, because
but-
they surprised him. He didn't even know he was.
He didn't know exactly.
He
Well,
was like,
that's
I
true.
just.
They didn't. Yeah, okay.
He
That's
just
true.
they asked him to do the capturing and stuff like that, and he's like had no idea. But I thought it was just for that scene, but that's funny.
No, he probably might. But yeah. After that, it involved that urinating is important in the game. Okay.
Keep going, Kyle.
We saw the ladder again. Sure.
Hey, have you ever seen a ladder that big though?
I've
That's
never
a-
seen a
that's a-
ladder extend that far before.
That's a big ass ladder. Though.
But anyway,
That's a big ass ladder.
Minecraft.
that is a big ass ladder. So there's that. We saw Jeff Keighley, and you can do whatever with your stats, or just put your belongings or whatever. Okay, so it's just a storage. Jeff Keighley is the storage manager. And then they fell down a mountain on purpose.
Oh, he got fucked.
Oh, but before that,
I
they had
forgot
to-
about that. You got fucked up.
But before that,
He's like,
even
"Ugh."
before Jeff Keighley, they had to constantly show off the Kojima logo.
Yeah. Remember I said last trailer that he loves to.
Countless times. So I'm like, oh, okay. So we're feeding his ego, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Come on. When don't we feed that dude's ego?
There's no such thing.
They make him like he's God. Like,
Yes,
dude,
they
there's
do.
so many better developers than him. I don't know when.
He thinks
when
he's
did
the
he
best of all time.
When did he become the best developer
don't
of all?
know.
I'm not trying to shit on Kojima because Kojima did
No.
a phenomenal job with Metal Gear
yeah,
Solid.
Metal Gear is fantastic, but let's all admit, Metal Gear is a little crazy.
But let's not make him God either.
Yeah,
but I mean,
they're
he's
literally
not,
talking to him like he's God.
right. He's not Miyamoto here,
Yeah,
guys.
that's what I'm saying. Like, stop.
Not even on the same planet.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's a bit. It's getting crazy.
But
I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I digress from that. So after they showed countless promotions for him, they fell down the thing, and the BB started crying. Oh my god! If that is a constant thing in this game, it's literally gonna be like Super Mario World
Wait,
2 with
Yoshi,
Baby
I
Mario.
knew you was going there. I knew
Constantly crying. Oh my god, that's gonna get really annoying. Real, right? That's gonna get really annoying so quick. I can only imagine. I'm like, oh no. And then you have to take the BB
Yeah, that's what hurt me.
and rock it
Yeah,
to
that
calm it
aggravated me.
down. Oh my god, if that's something that you have to constantly do,
You're gonna have to do that. It's a rated R Sims.
I don't think that's going to be something that's going to be a key factor in that game. I think they're going to be able to. You can shut it off, and you don't. Have to.
I hope it's
There'll be certain
not.
missions that make you do that, man.
About to say, Van, you don't know if they can shut it off, but if that's a key factor of the game, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't see them incorporating that. I think that will completely disable you from your game. What
They're,
happens,
but
what
they're,
happens if
they're
your
incorpor-
BB is like flipping out in the middle of battle? Like that can be a bug.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's not flipping in the middle of battle, dude. I'm like, I quit.
I'm trying to get rid of
But they did
I'm trying to
make
get away from my
urinating an
kids
aspect.
playing games.
Yeah,
I don't want to
wanna hear
babysit
baby.
a kid in a game.
Yeah. So.
But they made urinating an aspect. Just saying.
Yeah,
Like-
no, that's crazy. That not even did they make it an aspect. That's what they started off the
Yeah,
thing.
that was.
And Kojima was trying to break down the mechanics of peeing.
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
I'm like, what?
His poor translator.
This is a.
That dude had so much trouble because even he looked at him like, dude, what are you speaking?
We're doing urine. What?
What are you speaking, man?
We're breaking down the mechanics of urinating and like, all right, I understand thinking out of the box, but what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no,
that's back. That idea should go in the safe.
yeah.
That. If you told me this game was gonna have that in it, that mechanic in it,
I would have thought.
I would
you're
have said, "Shut the
crazy.
hell up."
I think that's gonna be one of those things that doesn't even matter. I think it's not gonna matter.
It better
He
not.
was breaking down the mechanics of it, man.
I
Like
think-
that's what bothers me.
I think.
I was like, you're breaking down the mechanics of urinating.
Yeah, I think the situation with him though is it's more of, hey, these are all the complexities of this game. This is how far you can go. This is. What
This is very, complex, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we're breaking down the mechanics of urinating,
So my feel. Do you want? Is that it? Do you have more?
that's all they showed. I pretty much broke down what they showed. They showed urinating, a bunch of logos, Jeff Keighley, and the BB crying to death. Well, not really death, but crying. Ugh, too loud.
So
Ugh.
I think with showing what they showed a lot. And what I mean by that is it shows you a lot more of what this game is going to be about. And I think what people thought when they seen who was developing it, and showing the like army scenes, that this was going to be a very heavy, a fighting battle, heavy conducive game. And you know what? The very first time they showed this game fully and they showed him walking, I knew immediately that was not the game we were getting. As soon as they showed him walk they kept showing relapses of different stages of just him walking. I was like, yeah, no, this is... So I'm excited for this game still because of the concept of the game now. Now it just broke it down where it's not going to be anything like those other games. It's going to be a different concept altogether where this game is going to be a lot of thinking, strategy, and there's still going to be combat in it, but the combat that you're going to go in it, you don't want to be in that combat. This is going to be a fight like you do not want to fight. When you have to fight, it sucks. It's going to suck for you. The baby thing, I think, is not going to be. I think that's going to be a shut off thing. I think the piston thing, I think, is just him saying, "Well, look at how complex this is. You can never pee in video game." Like, I don't think it's going to be that big. The story for this is going to be the best story out of any video game that exists. I feel that he's going to be so in depth with this story. It's going to connect to people with real life, and I think that's where this is coming from. The whole her pregnant with a baby that's disconnected into another dimension that she can't leave anywhere. She's trapped in her thing. Think about that. That has a lot to do, if you think, with the connection of youth, and she was young, with youth today giving birth to babies, right? And then not caring, but still being emotionally attached to them in the sense of they still talk about them because they use them as an object. You know what I mean? They use them as an object, but the baby doesn't exist to them. It's not there. So I think there's going to be so much hidden meaning behind this, and honestly, that's what's gonna make a lot of people not like this game. I think this game definitely is now not going to be one of those. Oh, this is gonna be the best game. I think this is going to be one of them. Detroit Humans. Detroit Human is a great, fantastic fucking game. What that game did, it was mind blowing. But let's be real, it's not the type of game everyone wants to play.
It's not a game of the year.
So exactly, and it's unfortunate because that doesn't make it a bad game. Like, and that's where everyone's concept sucks with rating a game is, well, does it have an option of being game of the year? Well, then it's not a good game. Like, no, that game is mind blowing. That's just like Hellblade. Hellblade is wow. That game is
that's why it wasn't nominated.
How in depth that game is. That's crazy. I really see this game being like that, but I think it's going to be slow paced, and I think a lot of people are going to have trouble with that.
I think with Death Stranding, my problem is if it was any other game creator, I would have real big trust in this story. But he reminds me of M. Night.
You don't think he has good story?
Well, this is the thing.
Metal Gear is insane.
Metal Gear story is great, but he never, other than Guns of Patriot, is it called Guns of Patriot?
Yeah.
Other than Metal Gear 4, he never aligns it correctly.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's always so over.
But he overthinks. That's what I think he does. He's an artist. Sure. He's an artist that overthinks way too much.
In Metal Gear 5, for anyone that hasn't played 5, you have a horn growing out your head every time you do something bad. Like anything, there's a horn growing out your head. You don't know why. And you're thinking that maybe they'll explain this later in the story. There is no reason why that happens. It's literally they're saying that Snake back in his younger days have like a half demon form in him. So it's like, but when did they add that to Metal Gear?
I haven't played 5, so now
that's what I'm saying. Then they have a girl that's name's Quiet, which is supposed to be the inner version of Snake. So she doesn't really exist. Like that's what scares me about Hideo. Like he's great.
He thinks way too out of the box.
I'm scared because this game, the story of this could be one of the things where I go on YouTube and literally watch the entire story, like all the cutscenes together. It could be one of those. But you said with Breath of the Wild, how Breath of the Wild is open and it's too much. If that P is implemented into this in any type of way, or that baby rocket is in, then this game is too much. Because that was Red Dead's mistake was, Kyle.
Yeah.
That's why I told you guys, Red Dead's mistake was it tried too hard to be real. And us as fans, we're not there yet. We don't want that realism yet. We don't want that I have to go to the bathroom because I'm starving or there's games like Don't Starve that do that. That's what those are for.
Yeah,
like, don't do
survival.
That.
Okay. Van, you said it's going to bring something different. Well, clearly it is if they're bringing urinating in as an aspect. Did you not notice that after he finished urinating that a mushroom grew?
Yeah, I peeped that.
I didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't. About to say, I don't know if you caught that.
I believe they're saying that the piss
I think
gives life.
this is going to be more important than you think.
Yeah, it's like gives life.
And peeing is giving life. Can we just? I'm just gonna be blunt about this. Hideo's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very.
He's just a weird cat.
Yeah, I agree.
Like when he's got like I understand what you're saying, man. Like this could be more complex, but after that Gamescom trailer, I don't know what complexity is coming into this game. All I know is that complexity better be shown at the Tokyo Game Show, because after that,
Kyle,
you better come out with something mind-blowing at Tokyo Game Show, because that was just
Kyle, at
I don't
E3
even know.
Kyle, at E3, after the E3 trailer, first the TGS trailer, then the E3 trailer, the game's acceptance rate, which means that how much the fans wanted, the demand pretty much,
Yeah.
was about an 80. That's really high.
Yeah.
After this, it was like a 30, just from a chill like that, because people are like, what the hell?
Because he showed like the most garbage stuff.
Yeah.
From the game. Again, like he's like, oh, I probably should really be working on this game right now at the studio, but I wanted to come see you guys at Gamescom. Okay, that's fine. It's cool. You should be able to trust your team working on the game, and you go and promote the game, which I totally understand. But you're like, but I brought a special trailer for Gamescom, and you brought
that shouldn't have been the trailer shown.
What the frig was that?
We'll see.
It's I'm gonna come here just to shit on Gamescom and then do the real thing at Tokyo Game Show.
Yeah, let's hope let's hope Tokyo Show can get everybody back into it.
I think what we get at the Tokyo Game Show is what we're gonna get.
Yeah.
I think what we see is.
What we saw is what we're gonna get as well. I'm not saying
but we
it's
don't.
everything.
But we don't know. Like that could be like such a small little portion of it, and there's much bigger. Like I could be wrong completely with the walking around, and that this could be like a very heavy fighting situation.
We'll see. We don't.
I mean, we've seen stuff. We've seen some crazy shit before that looked cooler than what we saw at Gamescom.
The E3 trailer was enough for people to want this game. That's why I don't get why anything else came. The E3 trailer made everyone say, "I want this game." Like there was no one that was saying I didn't want it.
I think
this trailer made everybody say, "Nope."
Yeah. I think this could possibly have two sides because there are some crazy ass bad dudes that they have. So
yeah,
that's
what's going to carry this.
I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be definitely probably a mix. So.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Was there anything else that we wanted to talk about? Because we are we passed our time.
Only thing else I have left to say: Xbox did get caught, and the report did come out right before the show that they were listening in on conversations when people were talking to their Xbox. They actually had live people listening when that was happening to get a better understanding for the AI. So yeah, that was kind of happening. With Xbox. So that whole Connect thing that went down when everyone's complaining, saying Xbox can listen to me, they pretty much were, which that is kind of breaking news because privacy-wise, that's very disturbing to hear. Yes. To know that every time I said, okay, Xbox, do this, there were actually there was actually humans on the other side listening. You guys can read up on it after, but the article's all over the place because this was kind of... I don't even know who revealed this, how it got revealed, but this is something that they probably should have kept under wraps.
Kinda.
Yeah.
The last thing, there's only one thing I have to say right now. The last thing I gotta say is, Andre, drum roll, please. We are currently 7 days, 16 hours, 40 minutes, and 33 seconds until PAX West 2019.
Kyle, you ready, man? You're going to be there.
I'm freaking ready, dude. I've been ready for weeks.
I feel like you're more excited about the
vacation. I'm putting all of my PAX knowledge that I've grown with over the years from South and East, because I've never been in this building before. But I've compiled all the knowledge that I've learned over the years, and I'm going to imply all of this into PAX West.
Hybrid.
Just go to the indie booth for me, Kyle. I just need you to play all them Xbox greats that are coming out. You get to play Battletoads.
So the idea Xbox event that I showed you guys is actually at the Microsoft Studios.
Yeah, you need to go there, Kyle.
Yep. It's an open house. Andre, I'm going to be there.
Yeah, and you're going to play Battletoads, too.
I don't know if Battletoads is going to be.
It will be there. It will be there.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because they didn't say what game.
Aaron Greenberg said that Battletoads is from now on, every event they do, it will be playable. So even if it's only 15 minutes, this is still an event, and it is at their theater. I don't see them not letting. People playing it at Gamescom right now, so I need you to. I need you.
And maybe if it's an ID at Xbox game, then yes. But
yes.
We shall see.
Yes. I hope you have fun, man. That's a fun day.
I'm excited.
I hear that, bro.
You should be.
but I unfortunately will not be on the show unless I get really good connection there. But I probably won't. So unfortunately,
all
I'll not
good.
be here next week.
Me and Van be here.
We'll hold it down. We'll hold it down.
Hold it down. Have Super John come on.
Yep. We'll make it good.
I'll be watching anyway.
Yay.
All right, brother.
Well, that's it for us for today, boys and girls. You can catch us here every Thursday night from 6 o'clock to about 8 o'clock. This is the longest that we've gone in a while, but we knew there was a lot to cover. So, but you can catch us three here again every Thursday starting at 6. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Not Twitter, but Facebook, YouTube.
Facebook, YouTube, Mixer, Twitch, all the platforms.
All the magical platforms. So that's it for us today. We will catch up with you guys next week. Until then, peace.